recorded, and today we're deep in the mountains of Transylvania hunting vampires, but we can't do it alone. We gotta call Van Helsing. Let's go. I'm sure he's available. He hasn't worked since 2004.
Yeah, and do you suppose he had to get a tag for vampires like you get one for deer?
Probably.
Yeah, like you have your bucks and your doe tags.
They tend to just explode.
That's
so
true.
What are you going to tag, really?
Yeah, that's true.
Bring in a cup of goop with the tag sticking out of it, like tea.
This is one.
Here's one.
Just trust me.
Counts
Can you mount
towards my...
this? Just like a jar of goo on your shelf.
The Transylvanian cop has to be like,
Yeah, that's a bat. Yep.
That's a bat. All right. Give the man his reward. Welcome in,
363 years.
everybody. We are week number 3 of 5 on our spooky run for October. I know.
Very spooky.
Nothing scarier than Van Helsing 2004.
It's a ghoul's night out.
We're picking some scary crap this month, guys. We started with The Burbs. Terrifying. Halloween 2. Empty Hospital. Very scary.
Very scary.
Empty hospitals are scary.
All the
now-
vehicles don't work except the ambulance.
That's right. And then Van Helsing. I think this is about my limit for horror, as what as scary as this is. So
You are a silly man.
thank you.
That's all I will say about that.
Speaking of which, let's just get straight to this. Number 7 in the Ryan rankings, but number 1 in our hearts. Ryan Mattila is here. What's
You're
up,
just
man?
saying that to make me feel better. We have another Ryan here and B Ryan here. They're both on the list as well.
In different positions than
Different
yours, but we don't
positions.
need to say what those are.
No, we don't.
Could be 7 out of 100 for people.
That's the only reason why you can say that is because there's 2 other people on the list here.
That's right. They did add B Ryan to the Ryan rankings just to put Farrell lower, and now you're
And
even under.
Steph is on the list.
Steph's on the list.
That's right. That's right.
And what was on there this
Somebody
week?
suggested
like Rex
putting-
Ryan or something was on there.
Cycling.
Rhinoceros made it. Yeah.
John P. Ryan.
That was it. John P. Ryan made it this week.
Somebody even
Rockstar
suggested saying
energy drink.
Brian's friend Dave should be on the
Oh
should
my
be on the list.
gosh.
Brian's friend Dave. But
James R. Hauser should
could-
go on there. There's
maybe.
an R in
Why
there.
not?
Could be Ryan.
Sure,
Sure.
fine.
Yeah, do it.
It's not. Thank God my middle name's not. But Mattila is here joining us. We also have, as he said, the mayor is in session. Welcome in. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. We're working on new legislation. We've had a problem with drones dropping their deliveries in BMRville. Hot dogs splattering all over the
Shut up.
pavement. Yeah.
Guys,
so
I told you all, send the hot dogs directly to my
directly.
house.
So we're coming out with the drones over grass saving hot dogs in transit bill.
What's the acronym?
Yes.
Is there an acronym?
There's an acronym. Someone will have to figure
Oh,
that
I
out.
thought you were just
Drones over
spelling.
grass. That's dog.
Yep. Saving
Saving hot dogs in transit.
All right.
Ah.
Just here's your hint. Don't
He'll
step
get
in
there.
it.
He'll get there.
I just figured it out.
Gonna get to the awards.
Very clever. Also, the third, we'll call you an honorary Ryan. Brian Draws Movies is here as well. Welcome in, sir.
Hey, happy to be here.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've done one with Mattila. He hasn't
Yeah.
let me team up with him.
Nope.
Right.
He put a no B Ryan.
Yeah, he didn't. He's like, no, the A side of the album only, not the B side.
You stay on the B side of the table. All right.
He's crawling his way up, and every time he shares the table with another Ryan, it's a chance to move down, and he fears that. So last time he was here, you were with Farrell. Now you're with the other 2 Ryans.
I'm gonna be at the bottom. I guarantee it.
Don't think that way. We just started. Who knows what could?
You don't know what's going to come out of your mouth this
never
episode.
know.
What is it they don't like?
Me. It's literally just me.
All right. Well,
Like he's the
Well,
worst.
you know what? You'll have a chance too, because Monster will be coming out.
you go.
But I'll be out
True.
before this, so you'll have an opportunity even before this comes out.
right. Have you ever been not number 1?
Yes,
You have.
for about 2 weeks.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Why? What did you do?
I had not watched Bloodsport.
He's the Alabama of Ryan.
I am.
You know,
Right. Yeah,
just
Yeah.
always at the top.
at the top.
It's fine. You know, it's all good. We're gonna dive in, guys. We're gonna hit you with the vitals here. As I said, we're talking about Van Helsing. It's a lot to get through, so I'm gonna get straight to it here. Our vitals are as follows. This movie, Van Helsing, 2004, directed by Stephen Sommers of. I don't want to risk your Ryan ranking, but I want to ask you: are you familiar with Stephen Sommers?
Nope.
Okay, he made a movie called The Mummy with Brendan Fraser.
Perfect.
Okay.
He's the mummy
That's
guy.
my favorite movie, so I'm an idiot for not knowing.
No. It's okay. But I think it illuminates a lot about Van Helsing once you realize it's the mummy.
He's a mummy guy. Right. Yeah.
That's interesting that this was done the way it was then. That's, okay.
Also written by Stephen Sommers, and the movie stars Hugh Jackman, just the hugest of Jackmans, Kate Beckinsale, Richard Roxburgh as Count Dracula. We got Shirley Hensley as Frankenstein, and then this guy that was having a moment who seemed for a minute was in everything, David Wenham as Carl.
Yeah.
He was in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Right.
And I know when I watch this, I'm like, he seems familiar. I know I've seen him in stuff before.
Right. He was like Boromir's bastard little brother.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then he was in 300, right?
Yeah.
Why are all teenage boys copying his hairstyle from this movie?
to this day
Specifically.
forward.
For real, it's just like that
It is.
banana flare out in all directions.
The ice cream scoop.
Yeah.
Held in place by the Chiquita sticker, just,
Yeah, they must be wearing monk caps at night. Wake up in the morning, peel that off.
Of all the blessings we thought this movie was when they released in 2004, and the lasting impression they thought it was going to have, Carl's haircut probably wasn't in the top 10.
yeah.
Wasn't on
Definitely
my bingo
wasn't
card.
on anybody's radar.
But it stood the test of time. Here's how the movie qualifies for our show. It's barely too high on IMDb at a 6.1. But when you skip over to the old Rotten Tomatoes, guys, it clearly qualifies. It's a 24% rotten score from critics. And the critic consensus is a hollow creature feature that suffers from CGI overload.
Yes.
That's not fair. I wouldn't call it a creature feature. All right.
Features a lot of creatures.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what they mean by that? Okay.
Yeah.
I just thought they were
That's a good point.
talking about Kate Beckinsale's accent. The audience score is 57%, so just a few percentage points short of being fresh. So the audience likes it slightly better than the critics, but solid territory for at least qualifying for this show. So as I often do, and I forgot when I did an introduction, so I'll do it now before we jump into our scene by scene here. I need your Van Helsing histories. So Mueller, did you see this thing? 2004, were you lined up outside the theater?
I didn't see it in theater, that I know. I would probably have remembered that.
Okay.
I probably saw it like coming out on HBO or something, or rented it, but don't remember anything about it. Just totally a flush
So it
job.
might as well have been a fresh watch.
Might as well have been. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Mattila,
So I saw this in theaters.
when you were 6?
No, I was like, what? It's 2004?
Yeah.
So I would have been 12.
Okay, sorry.
So I was 12 when this came out. That's like the perfect time to see any movie.
Sure.
Is 12 years old. So
Yes.
this movie, that'll give you some background for my opinions on this.
No, I will say any movie I saw at 12, regardless of quality, I love.
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah, like objective crap. I'm like, this is a great movie.
Right. What are you talking about?
I saw it at the right time.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure. All right, that's valid.
Sure.
I'm interested to see if you still think that. Because
see.
now you're slightly older than that. Brian, your history with Van Helsing.
It was a fresh watch. I wish that I would have saw it in 2004.
Oh.
Because I bet you I would have liked it in 2004.
Yeah, you were in a different place then.
Yeah, you're younger.
Yeah.
The CGI is new. It's cool.
You rode that
little
watch it
bus to
now.
school.
Say it again.
What? I said you rode that little bus to school. So.
Yeah.
I thought you said something else. I thought you
okay.
waved your little butt at school. I thought you said,
Hold on.
That's why they put me on the bus, because I was waving my
Out
butt
at the
everywhere.
bus stop with Val off, just waiting there talking about Van Helsing.
That's why I normally sit there. So when you walk back out, then I can watch, you know.
Oh, yeah, right.
I bet a lot of people watched this in 2004 and thought, hey, this is pretty cool. And if they went back and watched it now,
Oh, I
they
have
might have
no
different
doubt.
opinions.
Yeah.
So
No doubt.
one other thing we don't normally touch on anymore, but
Yes.
the box office,
Yeah,
it was 160 million
budget.
budget
It's a huge movie.
Yeah.
in 2004.
Yeah.
That's,
Box office worldwide 300K or 300 mil.
Well, I was like,
Yeah.
holy,
Like, whoa,
300
whoa.
grand?
300 mil. So they lost money because take half of that for the theaters.
Yes.
I'm just going to keep hitting that camera. And they don't even have enough to make up for the movie.
It was a huge bomb. The weekend it came out, this is how you know it was bad. But they don't even wait past 3 days. The weekend it came out, they canceled all the sequels they had planned. They had planned this to be a big franchise, like The Mummy was going to be a run of movies.
Wow.
Van Helsing versus whoever, whatever. And then they just said,
They
that's
said,
over. I
no,
guess."
we'll just jam them all in this movie and call it a day.
Imagine a world where Hugh Jackman is known as Van Helsing instead of Wolverine.
Or as known, like Stallone has Rocky and Rambo, right?
Sure.
Like, I don't know if anything would eclipse Wolverine, but he would be like Van Helsing and Wolverine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that,
Which actually would have worked really well.
Not sure I want to live in that world, though.
Well, you know what, guys? We're going to get into this because I can tell everybody's chomping into the bit. So before we jump to our scene by scene, if you like to connect with the show, you can do that. Maybe you're sitting there right now listening going, oh, no, I'm worried. It sounds like they're getting ready to tee this thing up. And maybe, I think Ryan, at least, is a defender. We'll see how this goes. But you can share your feelings. That's what I'm trying to get to. Send us an email. Tell us what you think about Van Helsing. Tell us why we're wrong. This show is trash@gmail.com is the email address you can send that review to. Or you can call and leave us a voicemail. Rant to your heart's content about Hugh Jackman's overlooked performance in Van Helsing at 262-757-8567. And we will play that on a mailbag. I can't guarantee Clint won't make fun of you if you do it, but you can definitely leave it on there and see what happens.
Yeah, we'll be waiting for your 6 calls, Nowak.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
Make sure to mention the time and the weather.
That's right. Apparently, that's also become a thing. And if you want to send physical mail, we've got wall space to hang things up, or if there's a movie, a DVD that you guys want us to watch and maybe do on BMR Reacts, you can send that to Bad Movies Rule, P.O. Box 383, Burlington, Wisconsin, 53105. Also want to take this opportunity because we got a lot of guys at this table that do extra shows for us on our other platforms. Mattila has the horror reel every single month.
Sir.
I don't know, was Halloween 2 your last one, I think, by the time this comes out?
That's the most recent one once this comes out.
Yeah, go out and get that out there. The mayor, Ryan Mueller, has his Trashterpiece Theater.
Yes, I do.
Every month. Monstered, you already dropped.
Monstered, yeah.
The next one.
That's the next one. That'll be out just before this one.
I'm on that one too.
You are on that one too.
Special appearance.
Yes.
And then,
Guest star.
And then Brian and Dave, I think by the time this comes out, you'll be just about to drop a double feature episode.
Yeah, I think so. I'm not sure exactly when this one's dropping.
It'll be about that point, yeah.
On the
Probably be
20th.
like Mission Impossible 23 and 24.
Yeah. We're doing it. That's why it's a special mission.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's all right. Yeah, on the 20th of October, we're doing Together along with Clown in the Cornfield because it's sort of like soulmates, right? Those movies belong together.
Go together.
I'm excited to see both of those.
I am too, actually. We haven't watched either of them yet. But coming out this real soon, tomorrow, actually, the 6th is The Long Walk.
Yeah, so if you haven't checked that out, go to the BMR feed and check out Samurai Movie Jam. All right, guys, let's take a quick break, and then we are going to get to our scene by scene. We open on, as in all monster movies, and I say all, I thought of Shrek was literally the only one, angry mob with pitchforks and torches.
The opening titles were so cool, though.
They were.
Yes.
The Universal thing that turns into flames, and all of a sudden it's a torch
Yes.
to lead you into the mob. I was like, okay, let's go. This is pretty cool.
I was excited at that point.
Yeah,
I'm like, this is
great
going to be
stuff.
cool.
So not to call back to the Burbs, but that was the first movie that Universal let them adjust the world.
Let them play with the logo.
Yeah.
And so if the Burbs never happened, that never happens.
I know, right? We're
Just saying.
from the best use of it to the worst use of it, right here in the same.
That was a cool scene.
Couple of weeks.
You didn't like that scene?
No, I thought the scene was fine. The angry mobs running through town. They come to burn down, and I immediately thought of Mel Brooks and Robin Hood. Like every time they make a Frankenstein movie, they burn this castle down. It can be frustrating, but these guys, it's get ready for this because they've shoved almost every Universal monster
everyone
into this movie. And so this is Frankenstein. Frankenstein's monster.
Yes.
Okay. That's being put together or brought to life or whatever in the roof of this castle.
By a lawyer. Or just, this guy had nice clothes, nice haircut. I'm like, this doesn't look like a mad scientist to me.
No.
we just
put together.
came straight from the courtroom.
Yeah.
And it says it's in Transylvania and they're all storming the castle. And I'm like, maybe they think they're at the wrong. No, Dracula's castle is down that way, guys. This is Frankenstein. Frankenstein.
That's right. I don't know. It was kind of weird opening like that. Just the Frankenstein, and I don't know what they were.
And
getting
Dracula
at.
seems to be in on the whole thing.
He's like been funding Frankenstein's research.
Right.
Dr. Frankenstein's.
Dr. Frank, I know. I'm going to do that the whole episode, right? Dr. Frankenstein's research.
That's why he dressed up and got all formal because his lender was coming.
That's
he had an
what
important
it was.
meeting with his investor.
They were coming to check the book.
Stockholders were coming. They're
He's
having
looking
a
in the
share meeting.
Yeah.
Now it must serve my purpose.
Let me see your books.
What purpose? Don't ask. And Igor's a big help. Igor, and this is why I was surprised you didn't put this together with Stephen Sommers, because it's clearly the guy that plays Benny from the Mummy movies. Is Igor.
I didn't realize that was him.
Best friends with Stephen Sommers, and he puts him in all of his movies. He heavily made up, so he's all kind of deformed and stuff. But
Right.
You can tell from the voice, though, now that I think about it.
no, right, Hunter. Igor, do this. Igor, do that. Yeah, love that guy.
Helsing, looks like I'm on the right side of the river.
And the doctor doesn't make it long in this movie. He gets eaten by Count Dracula kind of immediately, it seems like.
Shareholders said,
Now-
you got to go.
Now that the monster's alive, Dracula doesn't need the doctor.
No.
Which is kind of putting all your eggs in one basket, because if anything happens to this monster, you're like, ooh.
He's like, kind of wish I had Dr. Frankenstein.
Anybody know where I can get parts for this?
Boy, I hope this isn't foreshadowing for him losing the monster.
I mean, immediately, because Frank wakes up. I'm just going to call him Frank, whatever. Frank wakes up and just yeets Dracula into the fireplace.
Yeah.
And then gathers up the doctor.
That's 100-mile-per-hour fastball at that table.
Yeah.
Dude, he's big and hulking, but he doesn't have a Nolan Ryan arm to be able to toss that table that fast. Those are superpowers, not 7 dead people sewn together.
They were mostly farmers.
The stitches haven't even.
They got that farm boy strength.
No, that's what it was.
From Iowa.
The right arm was that one kid that everyone knew there was something wrong with him, but he had that freakish strength. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Dracula's like, what's this on this list? It says you flew to Iowa for arm.
Yeah.
That'll be important later.
Bartolo Colon. I don't understand who this is. Yeah. No, Frank, he's a little chunky. Like Frankenstein is a fat boy in
He's
this
a
movie.
He's a big boy.
He's a big old fat beefy boy, but not without athleticism, and still impressive for sure that he can fire vampires into fireplaces.
A little slow moving, though, on his feet.
Yeah.
His feet are slow.
Well, he carries the doctor to a windmill, and then the angry mob follow and burn the windmill to the ground.
Time out. Windmill filled to the brim with absinthe.
Absinthe.
Oh, yeah.
A bunch of absinthe bottles in the windmill. Do they make absinthe in windmills? I think they
Igor's
do
like, where
grain.
should we store all this absinthe, Dracula? Just, put
a windmill out back.
Wherever.
Yeah.
Said put it wherever. Okay, it's empty in here.
Well, and like windmills are famous for being very easy to light on fire. So let's put more explosive things in them.
Yeah.
Everyone.
I have noticed that. They're like, list of easiest things to set on fire. Dry straw.
Grain
Paper.
that's been ground to
Windmills.
dust lights immediately.
Balsa wood. And then Dracula flies out, and the whole mob suddenly is like, oh, vampire?
Oh,
All right,
no.
run away!
Never mind. Forget it. I don't want to do this anymore.
We were kidding!
This thing's burning. We're out of here.
The vampire chicks land,
Yo.
and some of the mob's like, hold on, let's go back.
Whoa. She's
What's
only
up,
need like
baby?
2 or 3 of us.
Hold on, boys, don't run away. So
Hold up. Hey, where are the single guys at?
So, are you all
Gray-
vampires?
The gray-skinned nippleless vampires?
Yeah.
Those are the ones you guys are
The Ken doll
spawning for?
Well, they
vampires.
when they land, they put their regular clothes on.
Yeah, they basically
She's got
become.
nipples under there.
Yeah, they basically become.
And he was really looking.
You can hardly see those nipples.
He was. I called them the basic bitch brigade. The only thing missing was their pumpkin spice lattes.
Hold on, pause.
Oh,
Enhance.
true. I'll take that.
Enhance. It's just a blurry photo, Ryan. So I said enhance.
You were talking about the budget before. When they threw all that money on the table, they were like, all right, CGI teams, come on over here.
Yeah.
We got the vampire team and we got the werewolf team.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to play a game of kickball, right? So let's pick let's pick teams here.
Yeah.
Okay, we're good. All right, let's play. And then the werewolf team just swept them and took all of that CGI money
Yep.
to the werewolf side. And the vampires were like, well, what do we do now?
I don't know.
Yeah, just put them in a gray suit, no
Here's some
nipples,
body
and
paint.
Some body paint.
Well,
and
it was
some
CGI,
nylon
but it was
sheets.
bad. And especially compared to the other stuff. Some of the werewolf stuff was really cool.
the werewolves were. Some of them were really cool.
Yes, because look, those girls were so hot when they were just themselves, and so disgusting.
Yeah.
When they weren't, and they filmed all that CGI stuff for the vampire women with their heads. So they had all these bodies on, but those were their actual heads that they shot all that stuff. But how'd they make them look that terrible? I don't understand.
I mean,
weird.
it's probably good that when they're showing who they truly are, you're like, pass.
Yeah.
I know. Because of the rating, it's just like they're just a bunch of Ken dolls flying around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird.
You have to.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
It's weird.
It was the vampire filter.
Yeah.
On TikTok.
That's what.
Oh, that's
During
what it
that
was. Yeah.
kickball session, though, there was one guy who worked on Predator, and we'll get to him later.
Okay.
All right. So 1 year later, it cuts over to Paris, and I was like, "Oh, Eiffel Tower used to be a lot shorter back then." I
guess, yeah.
I didn't realize. It's weird. And here's Van
I
Helsing.
didn't even notice. Was it like dwarfed? Was it?
No, it was like half built. It was
Yeah.
literally like. yeah.
I got you. Sorry.
No, that's okay.
I'm
Van-
special, Ryan.
Van Helsing tracks down a monster in a cathedral, and for a
Yeah.
second, I'm like, "Is this supposed to be Quasimodo?"
I was that, or is it Shrek's evil brother? I don't know who this is.
I don't know. It was weird, but it's
We can
Dr.
start
Jekyll.
singing here, or is this happening?
Is Esmeralda going to show up?
Yeah, right.
Totally fine if she wants to come. He's like, I'm here about some chickens you murdered.
The whole flock of poultry. It was massacre. That was a jump scare. He got me.
Yeah.
Yep. There was like one or two of those
In
this
theaters,
movie.
bro.
Yeah, I
That was
bet.
what's up. It was like, whoa,
Bro.
you are ugly.
Van Helsing's got
because of
some
that.
interesting weapons in this movie.
He's got
Yeah.
some cool weapons.
So here he pulls out a couple of hand saws,
Yeah.
like some fidget spinning hand saws.
And they're pump ones. Like
Yeah.
you pump them, just heat them
on
up.
And
It looks like from Kroll.
yeah, kind of.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's gonna have huge forearms. Looks like Popeye because
You know,
he's always squeezing them.
Yes. Except dude gets trapped in a bell. Okay. So not Van Helsing, Dr. Jekyll is able to take the bell in the cathedral and trap him inside. But because he's got these hand saws, he starts to try and like Bugs Bunny his way out of behind this, this bell, right? And he's trying to just cut him off.
Cut a circle around
Cut a
it so he
circle
can
around
dip
it.
out underneath it.
But he tricks him when he lifts up the bell. He's in the bell and he chops Jekyll's arm off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Awesome.
Anakin Skywalker.
That is awesome.
Yeah,
It
I
was
was
cool.
like,
There's
all
some
right.
stakes here.
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
They're going to do some stuff to
Right.
this character.
We're not going to show nipples, but we'll show severed
Hey.
arms.
Yeah.
Which don't bleed.
No, can't have that.
No,
no
these are
blood.
these are cauterizing saws. As soon as you cut,
Oh,
That's right.
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Spun them so fast they're glowing hot.
that's right.
He chucks Van Helsing off the roof, and he's Batman. Bro has the
Yeah.
grappling
He
gun
Yeah, he did.
from
So
straight out of
sick.
Batman.
He has shot 24 bullets at this guy and can't hit him once.
No, it's
but
true.
falling off the building, he can
Yep.
pull a grappling hook
Right through him.
right through his heart.
Oh, I forgot it was right through his heart.
He has a habit of doing this though throughout the film, where
Oh God.
it's only when it really counts that he locks in. But he's got ADHD bad.
Right.
The aim is set to random.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Until he like holds B and finally
Yeah.
focuses on an ankle or something.
Turns his aimbot on and
Yeah.
Well, he
rest of the
does
time
that
it's
with
just
his
spray.
with his
Who inverted the controls?
his crossbow has that feature. We'll
it
get to
does.
that.
Yeah.
I'm stuttering here.
No,
sorry.
it's fine. But dude runs. Jekyll's not a smart guy, and I don't know
No.
the lore of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm not in the weeds on that character. But is he supposed to be much dumber when he's Dr. Jekyll? Because he can still speak.
It seems
It's not like a Hulk situation.
they're two separate personalities,
Right.
And I believe that he is not as intelligent. He's more of a beast.
Got it.
That's why like the doctor is like fighting
Because he
that.
runs himself straight off the roof to swing himself around and basically launch himself in the air, only to change back to the doctor midair
Yeah.
and die a horrible death.
Well, he pulls Van Helsing back up, and
Right.
then
Until he falls.
he trips. Yeah, he doesn't
That's what I'm
realize
saying.
he's out of runway,
Yeah.
right?
That's what I'm saying. He runs himself right off the roof and then swings it in the counterweight or whatever, flings him into the air. And it's like, wow, that was anticlimactic. Guy just basically murked himself.
Yep.
So, Van Helsing, have you ever actually officially killed anybody, or do they do it themselves?
They mostly do it themselves.
You would think so. Just honestly, this guy has been alive for hundreds and hundreds of years. He's playing it on rookie mode.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't have my memories anymore, but they say I'll get them back if I do their bidding or whatever. So he has no idea he's been alive that long. But he should still, like, just muscle memory and, like, all that stuff, right?
Well, he's got it, right? So he's
Got it.
got to remember something.
Have you seen Pure Luck with Martin Short?
No.
He's this bumbling idiot who can't help himself. Like, if you break a chair leg, he'll go and sit in that chair, like, no matter where you put it in the room. This is like how I feel Van Helsing actually is in this, where it's just he can't help himself but fall into all these problems.
He really does. I mean, we'll talk about more as we go, but yeah, there's some skill issues here.
Yeah.
At play.
Has to be.
That's why I'm wondering if he's the original Van Helsing or not, or if they're like on the 19th copy and he just keeps getting slightly worse and dumber every time they clone this guy.
They've got an Aliens Resurrection style tank.
Well, don't tell me they don't have capabilities. What year is this supposed to be? When he shows up at the church and he goes in the confessional,
Like
the priest,
1888 or
you
something
bastard,
like that.
whatever. He turns on like an overhead projector to be like, oh, here's what we're going to be doing today.
Yeah,
You know,
man,
right?
the exposition slideshow.
Yeah.
Yes.
They got a monk with a candle and another one holding up like a piece of glass to try to illuminate
50
it.
slide PowerPoint on what we're doing today. Yeah.
Had headshots of the brother and sister they're talking about.
Right, that's what I'm
AKA
saying.
Dracula,
Yeah. So I'm just
AKA Vlad. The
Luckily, they
Impaler.
do some commercial work because we have these headshots they pulled in. So
They're
Yeah,
big
but
in
can you-
Romanian modeling.
For the next one, can you just submit your headshot? We're missing your headshot. We need a good one of you, Van Helsing. Submit that.
It's ridiculous to like, all right, you got to go over to Romania. Here's some backstory. You know, you got these guys. The king of the gypsies was captured. His two hot kids are the last ones left. And Van Helsing's like, is she going to be there? Is that part of it?
She available? Or?
That's what I'm saying. And then we bring in Q from James Bond.
medieval Q. Absolutely.
And when this friar comes out, and there's the whole lab of nonsense and hijinks happening and all this stuff, and I'm
All the
just
Gatorade bubbling. And
Right.
Yeah,
in the bottle.
Mountain Dew. Yeah.
and we've got Dracula and Frankenstein and Jekyll, and I don't remember what the priest said his name was in Van Helsing, and I'm like, this guy's gonna have a cool name. He's like, I'm Carl.
I'm Carl.
I think that was the point. Is just he's a nobody, right? Like
He's Carl the friar.
monk number 7 that they've sent with him. He never comes back with the monk.
That had to
I
have been a
just fully
joke.
expected him to be there. You know how long I was waiting here for you
There you go. He
his
gets a
red
bunch
carriage.
of supplies. He gets a
on his
crossbow,
Corvette, just sitting there.
a Gatling crossbow.
Yeah.
That's pretty badass.
with the magazines, basically.
Unlimited arrows.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And a sun grenade.
Yeah.
We don't know what that would be useful
Wait,
for.
wait,
I don't know what this does.
Who's that
but-
for?
Really ham-fisted foreshadowing. We're gonna put this in here. I don't even know why we made it. Because we made this. We don't know what it does.
We didn't test it.
What?
I know what it does. I don't know what it's for.
I feel
yet.
like in my
Wink.
heart, we should just take it with us. Because I think it's some very vital moment.
I
We're really
made this, so I want to bring it. This is like my favorite thing I made.
Whatever.
So we're bringing it.
All right.
Don't know
How
what it's
great
for.
would that have been if it just went off in his coat?
Just light shooting out of his sleeves.
Don't mess with Carl. Look at him.
Hey, Carl's glowing again.
Jeez. Go get another one, Carl. Sorry.
We're only going to bring one.
All right, cuts back over to the forest, and they've got some hot guys strapped up to be werewolf bait, right? Okay.
Yeah.
I think they're
Step werewolf.
I think they're
I need
assuming
help.
I think they're assuming something about this werewolf is all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It didn't work when we put Kate Beckinsale out there.
No,
Let's try
didn't
her hot
show up.
brother.
Yeah. Throw the brother out there like,
Oh, suddenly he shows
here
up.
we go. We got a little werewolf action here. And they want to go down to Blue Oyster here with me? or-
What's up? Kate runs in. Okay, so Kate runs in to save her brother. Kate, what's her actual name in the movie? I don't know. I'm going to call her Kate the whole time.
Just call her Kate.
Fine, Kate.
Well, the trap doesn't work. Gets stuck, right? They
Right.
like trap the werewolf.
Right, Wolfman. Well, as Kate runs in, Wolfman ends up in the trap. Right.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. Runs out of the trap, and then while the thing's in the trap, the brother yells down, "You have to use silver bullets." And then they're all like, "Oh crap!" and start reloading. I'm like, wouldn't that information have been disseminated to everybody prior to
I
springing the trap?
don't even think anyone else had silver bullets. There was one gun that had silver bullets.
Right.
Yeah.
This is
And if you know you're trapping a werewolf, everybody
Everybody
has silver
should
bullets.
have
And
silver
certainly you're
bullets.
not delivering that information while it's breaking free from the trap.
As they
Yeah.
were going out the gate, they should have been getting their magazines of silver bullets.
Yes.
Every one of them.
And here's yours.
They had a meeting after the whole thing. They were like, okay, it was weird that he said just pick whatever weapon, right? Because obviously we only needed one weapon. I mean, Steve's over here with a bat. What's he going to do with that?
We got a guy over here with a plunger.
He's coming. Guys, I don't know what to tell you, but let's just do a debrief. What do you guys think we could have done differently there and maybe make this go a little bit better?
We could have brought a certain kind of bullet.
All right, I'm glad you said it because I clearly said silver bullets.
I don't think you did.
I did when we were
Let's
hanging
go
up on the
back to the
tree.
PowerPoint.
Will this bat help? So this is a running theme through the movie.
Yes.
And as I'm watching, I'm just going, if you live where there's a possibility that there's a werewolf,
Right.
every weapon and item you have, what if you just dipped it in silver and just the edge of everything is covered in silver?
That's
that
what
way,
I would do.
no matter what I grab, it's like my notebook, silver edge, buddy.
Dude, I'd have forks in my sleeves. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying, right?
Yeah.
Some silver forks.
Can't be too careful.
Assassin's Creed style that would just come out.
The Blue Raja.
Yes. That's who they should have called. If ever there was a situation
Where Hank
where
Azaria
it was needed
from Mystery Men
desperately,
shows up.
Yeah.
would be right now.
Yeah. Absolutely. Oh. Should have.
Dang,
That
I'm
was a
so glad you
spoon.
said that. It's perfect. All right. Anyway, he takes one for his sister. His sister's about to get got on the cliffside. Brother shoves her out of the way. He ends up dead in the river, we think. Dead down in the river at the bottom of this thing.
And this is where
God help us.
Kate first shows her acting chops,
Oh.
right? Because he falls off the cliff, presumed dead.
Yeah.
Her brother, who she rushed in to save, and she whispers, "God help us."
Well, let's go get a pint.
Right. She might as well have said, shit.
That's a third brother I've lost to the cliff here into the river.
Again.
Now let's go to the pub.
It's fine.
Nothing. Got nothing from
No,
her.
that's true. And throughout the movie, she's obsessed with her brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Throughout the movie.
Made me question if he's really her brother. All right. Love interest? I don't know.
Cut to the boat. The travel montage. Van Helsing's trying to get over to Romania. He gets there to some village or whatever.
Why is he taking a boat to Romania?
I don't know, dude, because
It's 1880. Take the train.
look, the God, the priest, God only has shipping lanes. It's not like Amazon Prime. Okay?
All right.
It's important for plot reasons.
And they only
later.
go so fast.
Yeah.
Air. That's
Yeah.
how fast it goes, the air.
So, however fast the wind's blowing,
Okay?
It's how fast you're going to go.
That's what's up. All right, they go into this village and the angry mob greets them. They're like, "Hello, we always have these pitchforks." That's,
Yeah, these,
They're silver.
you see how
silver.
we're dipped in
We're
silver?
smart.
Yeah.
that's fine. It's all good, man. We're always ready. We're
He's
just
got the silver dip bat in the back. Just
Yeah. Waving dog treats in front. Huh? You? Is it you?
Who's got the dog whistle?
find a hot guy. We're gonna test him for real.
We need a hot man here. Stat.
As you can see, there are none here currently.
no. The last
try.
one fell in the river.
We'll try other methods.
Obviously, that's why he brought Carl. Not attracted to that one.
Bring Daryl up. He's got the most teeth out of all of us. We'll see.
See what he's got.
It's the original mob from the black and white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah, no, it's the
Yeah,
same
it's the same
people.
guys.
Same people.
Because you can tell by the mortician, it's the
It's
same
only a year
people.
later.
But all they do
it
is
is,
be
yeah,
an
you're
angry
right.
mob. Like, this is kind of our thing. We're like, I know you're expecting like a welcome, but all we know how to do is be an angry mob, not a welcome committee.
Yeah.
And they're like, we're here to help. He's like, suck it, we don't care. Like, get out of here. Van Helsing actually gets shit everywhere he goes, even when he does his job. They're
Like The Witcher.
yeah, they're like,
Yeah.
we hate your guts, get out of here. Right then, the vampire chicks fly in,
Oh, yeah.
and Van Helsing whips out his Gatling crossbow and doesn't hit shit.
No.
300 arrows flying through the sky.
He empties the whole clip.
This thing is going 200 arrows per second.
Right.
Hits nothing.
And the angry mom's like, oh, I see you are a master. Yes.
You want our pitchforks?
This must be the one foretold.
This is it happens in so many movies
Yes.
where people spray and never hit anything.
No.
But it's so ridiculous in this movie for some reason
Yeah.
that the guy who's supposed to be an expert
Yes.
at killing monsters
Yes.
The
sprays a
scripture.
whole magazine of number 2 pencils. and
scripture is
nothing
foretold.
gets hit.
There's so many arrows in the sky. Random birds are pinned to walls
Yeah.
and stuff, right? Like, just from the math.
You
of
got
it, like,
townspeople up there just grabbing legs and roasting them, just walking around like the
it's
drumstick.
ridiculous. One of these vampire chicks picks up Kate, and Van Helsing grabs her by the ankles, and she lands crotch first on his face. This was important. They had to do this.
They had to.
Very important for plot reasons.
To make sure she wasn't a vampire.
Right.
That's right. He's like,
Are there nipples and a crotch?
Yep.
Great, she's not a vampire.
Smells not vampirish.
Oh my god.
You got to know.
all right, this checks out.
Checks out.
She's all right.
Let me roll on top.
Hold
make
on.
sure.
Yeah.
Oh, there's nipples there. Yep.
What is this moment for? What is it for?
Sexual attention.
There's
Yeah.
vampires flying around. You haven't hit any. You haven't even come close to killing one yet. But I got time to.
We got to start building that.
Almost hit the saxophone.
Not yet.
I know there's vampire chicks flying around, but what's up? Then she says, "Try aiming at their hearts."
Oh, yeah, because that'll work.
That's what Q says. Q's like,
Q says
try
it.
aiming
Try aiming.
at their hearts. Just aiming in
just
general would be all right.
What was he already aiming at? I was just using my peripherals.
Spray and pray.
Well, he does hit their wings. Like one of them hits in the wings.
Yeah.
And it doesn't do anything. But yeah.
Townspeople are like the scriptures foretold of one that could hit nothing.
And then that poor cow.
Yeah.
It's
poor
okay
cow.
though.
Is it?
They made sure
They
to show it later.
Yeah.
the cow's standing in the second
Yeah.
story.
Yeah.
Oh, thank
Cow's just chilling in a second story. Like, hey, anybody want to come get some milk? Milk up
How
here.
confused a cow that doesn't understand what's happening.
Chuck through
Would
the
be.
roof.
Yeah.
Just be like, what is happening right now?
Hell, why is Bessie back here on the stove, man?
Seriously.
They're like, Van Helsing, can we borrow your little blades? We need to cut a hole in the roof so we can milk the cow.
And that's what made me wonder if the fact that he couldn't hit anything almost shot it and wrote it for comedy, because when they leave, there's arrows in everything.
Yeah. No, I got that on throughout the movie. There were, to me, little points in the movie that they were trying to put in there for comedy, but
But this
didn't
is
really hit.
The fact that he can't hit anything, I think they unintentionally made it a point of comedy.
Oh, yeah.
By showing the wide angle bullets in everything except a vampire
Right.
that was terrorizing the town.
Like a Roger Rabbit kind of thing where they throw 50 knives, but they just
Yes.
make the outline of the rabbit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's what
exactly.
The tone of this movie is very confusing to me.
Yes.
There's a part where Kate's running away too from the vampires, and he's just shooting right
At
at
her.
her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, good thing you can't hit any people because
I think
she would be dead too.
I think it was right at this point. My wife dipped out anyway. She's like, "Nah, I've had
already?
enough already." Yep.
He looks at his gun and he's like, wait, Carl, these are the object avoidant arrows. They miss everything.
On purpose.
The wall-seeking arrows.
Yes.
Sorry.
But he did kill one of the brides.
Not yet.
Oh, okay, sorry.
No.
No.
Jumping ahead.
No, it's right. So what happens here, this made me laugh. I just pictured this one vamp because the sun comes out. This is why they dipped.
Yeah.
And there's one just down in the well, just going,
Yeah. All right. We need some clouds.
crap. All right, I'll just sit down here until it's cloudy again.
Yeah.
It's a well, right?
Right?
Yeah.
She has a little bit of panic, like that
Right.
panic mode you can get sometimes. Like, oh, geez, what if I'm down here for a while?
The sun's coming a little bit further. She's like, no. But even at noon, it's not going to angle enough to get down here.
No, I'm
I'm fine.
I'll be good.
I think it's going to be okay.
saying hi to baby Jessica while she's down there. Just, hey, what's going on? Hey, you want this pumpkin spice latte? You into that or?
Sure. And,
What if we just pour some holy water into the well that's full of water?
well, but they have to be dumb, and they approach the well like they don't know.
Is there something in here?
I thought there was. Did I only count two? Where's the other one?
This is if they are like, she's in there. Then they could have
chuck a
acted
water
on it. They
balloon
could
in
have
there.
chucked whatever in there. Sun grenade. They didn't know why they had that, so they couldn't use that.
Yeah.
Well, this isn't going to be useful
Yeah.
for this, so we'll just set that aside. But no, they're like, there's some noises in here. That's why. And then the chick, here come the clouds back over the sun again, and then, and she flies back out of the freaking thing. It's ridiculous. And then he's able to shoot. Well, no, this is my favorite line of the movie. This is why I use it in the opening. She picks up Kate. Do you like to fly? Hard V.
And he finds the scope
Yeah.
Finally.
Yes.
Dude.
The scope pops up and he's
Yeah.
able to
He's
aim
like, oh.
and hit an ankle.
Carl,
from
why didn't you
100
tell me
yards
this had
away.
a scope?
Yeah.
Why didn't you tell me the iron sight was on here, Carl?
He's able to shoot her down. Kate falls and hits every branch of the hot tree on the way down. And then
Doesn't she land on the roof, slide,
Yeah, I'm saying.
and does like a flying squirrel move?
Yeah.
A backwards flip.
right onto the tree branch, like gut first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, oof, that hurt.
It was
I felt
crazy.
that one.
Van Helsing ends up, well, that's right, in a face-off with one, and then his frickin' manservant Carl, Jay Cutler's the magazine,
Yeah.
gets straight up intercepted.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it just needed that look from Van
Wasn't that
Helsing.
the holy water?
You idiot. Or the holy water. That's
Yeah.
what it
The
was.
holy
It was
water,
the
yeah.
water,
He
not
chucks the holy
magazine.
water and
Because another point he threw him a magazine, right? But yeah, this time he chucks the holy water, gets Jay Cutlered, and then
Yells, "What did you expect?"
that's true. And honestly, what did he expect? So he has that, and then the frickin' church has this is the last hope. Is the church has this holy water
Yeah, there's the
thing out
yeah,
in the front,
A bubbler.
a bubbler.
bubbler,
The holy water bubbler.
holy water.
Sure.
Yeah,
Van Helsing's getting kicked around, and while the others are about to, the other two vampires look like they're literally they're trapped in a building with Kate Beckinsale, and they look like they're all about to freaking get it on.
yeah.
He's having a cocktail party.
I
while
know.
he's
They're
got a
seriously.
glass.
They're just like she's got her neck open. She's like, no, don't bite.
No,
me.
please don't.
Please don't. And they're like, oh, yeah. And I'm like, what is about to happen in this room right now while Van Helsing's out here getting his ass kicked? I thought something was about to go down, and then. He makes a mad dash for the frickin' holy water depository or whatever.
Yep.
And hits her with a dunker, right? Just dunks
Gun,
the
yeah.
crossbow in it, turns around, bullseye,
Yeah.
disintegrates. And then it makes the other two that were
They
about to
felt
make
it.
out with Kate Beckinsale like freak out.
Yeah.
Their jaws unhinge. And
That one he shot like when I used to play duck hunt and put the gun right up against the screen.
yes.
He's like, I can't miss this time. Right against the body.
Well, and then it goes up. It just
Right. And it
Still
cuts to,
missed.
it cuts to the priest. Thank God we put the holy water outside. Do you imagine if we had it inside like every church that's ever existed?
You were like, oh, freezing pipes. But now look.
I know. But look, man,
Right.
we would have been screwed, right?
priest should have just blessed the snow, and then it's like,
Could've.
sorry, it's all holy water. What are you gonna do?
Genius. Move this man up in the Ryan rankings. That's genius.
You're removed, Dracula.
Why not bless the rain as it's coming down? You
Right.
guys are screwed.
how are you gonna get here, huh? How are you getting here?
Boom.
Boom.
Problem solved.
Well, really, if you blessed a lake or the ocean, eventually that evaporates.
Eventually,
Yeah.
Comes down.
It's all holy water at that point. There you go.
And then these bitches go back to Dracula and they go, why don't they leave us alone? We only take what we have to. These mean townspeople are killing
Their
us.
pitchforks and Gatling crossbows.
So
And I'm like, why are the guys from Frogtown here? Am I wrong?
Yeah.
Those look like greeners from
Yeah.
Frogtown.
Yeah.
With the masks on.
100%.
Yeah.
Sorry. Go ahead.
well, my question is, you live in this small town. Dracula lives there. Why do you stay there? Don't know. But why don't you guys just get a list of people that are a-holes and be like, we're going to trap them outside?
Or just give the list of Dracula.
Here
Say,
you go,
"Hey,
Dracula.
here's
Get this guy.
These,
He's a dick.
You can have these people.
Tie them to a post with a sign around their neck.
Yeah.
Dinner.
Yes.
Like at Jurassic Park. The goat. It's just out there.
See, I really
Van
don't
Helsing.
like Bill out here. He's out in his garden from 5 to 6 every night. Why don't you come out here?
Those
You want a
shears
little
are too loud.
snack?
That's right.
Yes.
Doesn't even oil him.
They
Come
did
get
that,
'em.
but they ran out of people eventually.
That's
Everybody's cool now, so it's like, how do we decide?
Van Helsing shows up and Bill is tied to a stake and he's like, Dracula doesn't want to be fed. He wants to hunt.
Exactly. Oh, we get a great scene here. A little bit of character development between Hugh Jackman and Kate Beckinsale as they roam around this castle. And we get Kate's backstory about her family and their pledge to destroy Dracula.
Isn't that in the lore?
Sure.
Van Helsing?
Yes, I think.
I don't know either.
I don't know.
I don't know it all perfectly. A lot of mine comes from Hotel Transylvania, so that's a lot of my knowledge.
And I'm sitting here going, why didn't Van Helsing just be like, hey, if Your family's so important and they're all dead. Sounds to me like we need to make some babies right now. Be the last of your line. Let's extend that line, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, why didn't nobody think of that plan?
Right.
She's like, will you take my last name?
No, Van Helsing's pretty
Immediately
cool.
I
pass.
think my last name is my first name, so I think I can. Right?
Well, what do I call you? Do I call you Van or
Oh, no, wait. I do have a first name. Never mind.
Gabriel?
Let's just make out. We won't have to get married. But I turned down the wrong one. I immediately was sitting there going, if her family line's the issue, well, I know how to deal with this thing
Make some
right now.
babies.
Let's just take care of this. What
Why
are we
not?
talking about? Let's wait 9 months. Make sure there's another one in your line. Hear me out. And then I'll go kill the vampire.
Yeah.
Fine. Then if you get killed, there's another one.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Keep it going. Keep the train moving.
We'll put Carl on the shipping boat back to Rome with the baby, and all's going to be fine.
Right.
So like 9 o'clock, or what do you?
What time is good? Hey, you got those candles lit, or what do we got?
Carl gave me some.
Carl gave me the
things to help us
roses to
with
put
this.
on the bed.
Don't use this in there. That's going to ruin the mood. Blow out all the candles.
I've got this candle lighting grenade. I don't know where that's gonna be helpful. Play saxophone.
I know why her family's all dead. They all run into buzzsaws, dude. And this whole scene's like, no, I have to just go fight Dracula immediately. No, I can't stay and make any kind of plans or even talk to you. In fact, the fact that we're talking is wasting time.
Van Helsing should have been like, well, I'm surprised you've got no family left then.
Right.
If this is how you handle things, you probably all deserve to die.
She walks up to some paw prints on the ground. What a weird clue. Let's investigate.
Well, because he knocks her out with the spray, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He doses her.
It's paw prints. Like, did someone fight
Thank
it
you
out,
for-
or?
Not let me forget that he roofied her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
bro, careful.
Hey, man, he was raised in the Catholic Church. I don't know what to tell you. By priests.
The priests are like, and you'll definitely need this. He's like, what do I need this for? Sorry.
we know what it does. We don't know what it's for.
The stupidest part about this Wolfman clearly hiding in the room with her as she walks around thing is that it came in from the rain outside,
Dripping wet.
but it's not until it suddenly can't hold the water on its fur anymore and then starts
raining
to
on
drip.
her. Yeah.
Holding it in.
It was holding it on.
Like
Suck it in.
It was gathering it up as it was falling off.
So the Wolfman butt cheeks are clenched tight, just holding all the water
Like
in.
Tom Cruise, he was
Like,
just
yeah.
catching it, right? You know, Mission Impossible.
Yeah, exactly.
When it fell, and finally he's like, I can't keep up.
I
It starts
can't
going bloop, 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 bloop. And we'll find out it's her brother. And now it creates this moral dilemma for her that she can't.
I can't kill him.
She really,
It's my brother.
Yeah, she really cares for this scene and one other scene.
Yeah.
And then she's like, it. We'll shoot him.
Where are them silver
Literally,
bullets at?
she literally just changes. She swings in like 3 scenes. She's just blasting away.
Now, I thought this was cool. I want to try and give this movie props where it deserves props. And I thought a lot of these wolf transitions were cool as hell.
Oh yeah,
That's what I said.
tearing
Yeah, they
his
won the
skin
kickball
off.
game.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
having the person be inside of, or the werewolves inside instead of like transforming like they usually do. I thought
Right.
was a really cool concept.
Yep.
And he turns to I guess this is such a trope in horror movies is when somebody is going through something, they go run, and then you just continue to watch them do the horrible thing that they're
Yeah,
right.
you don't-
they're
right,
doing,
yeah.
and they're ripping their flesh off and turning a wolf, and you're like, let's see where this goes.
Hold on,
I'm intrigued.
Crawling up the wall like a Freddy Krueger dream, you know.
this seems natural.
That's really interesting. How do they do that?
Van Helsing comes in and she's like, "Don't shoot him! It's my brother." And he
Put that silver bullet away.
He dips out of there.
Dips. How come the vampire's clothes can reappear and disappear and turn into wings and back into other things? Is that like a vampire skill?
Well, his initially do because he's clothed.
The wolf.
Yeah,
The wolf, yeah.
because he's not wearing clothes when he first
Right.
attacks her, and then all of a sudden his clothes are back.
Yeah, when he's
Yeah.
So why does he clothed? He should be naked.
Yeah.
Hold on. Dracula's clothes change when he changes into a bat form, and then his clothes come back when he.
Yep.
Yeah.
Same with the girls. They have this long lace and stuff around them.
Oh my God!
They turn into the bats and then they.
You know what this means?
Oh my gosh.
What's it mean?
That's his skin. It's not even close. Those are folds of his skin.
Oh.
He just
He's
makes
naked.
it look
Just
like
make it-
naked.
because
It's
he's a
just-
Ken doll.
Yeah.
So
That's
there's
what I'm saying,
nothing
dude.
there anyways.
It's just permanent body
Yes.
paint. Looks like clothes, but he's actually naked.
That's disgusting. When the girl's flying around with her long sleeves, that's just skin,
Slabs of
bro.
skin.
She used to be like on my 600-pound life. Lost all the weight. And now she's got a train that's like a dress. Said paint this blue.
Dracula likes him thick. He's ever
does.
since I made you
He,
Dracula's
he likes them
wife,
thick, 2 C's.
really gotten too skinny.
You just lose weight. What is going on? Eat more.
I can't. It all turns to ash in my mouth. It's fine.
This had a Pirates of the Caribbean vibe at a certain point.
Van Helsing's out hunting the werewolf when the gravedigger starts monologuing.
Do you know what his name is on IMDb?
What is
Yes,
Top Hat.
it? Is it
Hat?
really?
it is.
It fits.
Yeah.
And he tries to murder Van Helsing.
No reason
No.
at all. Like,
That's fine.
He's literally, doesn't he say something like, sorry, that's what I do.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's a habit.
Werewolf.
trying to cut back.
This is what I'm saying with the problem with the tone of this movie. Because when the werewolf dives through and takes this dude out, he knocks him 20 feet perfectly into a grave with his arms folded and hangs his hat up on the shovel. And I'm like, is this a cartoon?
Yeah.
Or is this a horror movie for adults?
Yeah.
And I mean, it's for adults, it's PG-13. It's clearly made for like teenagers, I would say, would probably be the demographic. Like, it's not for 6-year-olds.
But I mean, it's still a little too slapsticky for a horror movie.
Right. So that's why I'm like, I don't understand what exactly they were going
Right.
for, because even the mummy never went. I mean, there's some moments where he's like, mummies, you know, and you're just like,
Yeah.
okay, they're going a little, but they never quite went this far with the dude that like flipped into the grave and hung his hat up on a shovel.
This is one of those
Right.
scenes that just could get cut. It's a 2-hour and 10-minute movie.
Ugh, I
You
felt
could-
every minute of
You
it.
could
Yeah.
cut it down to hour 30.
Yeah.
For sure.
And-
For sure.
And
at least
not
shave
miss
30,
anything.
30 minutes off.
Yeah.
Nice,
Yeah.
tight
30 at a
100
minimum.
minutes.
Yeah.
million to one shot there.
Yeah.
It was an awful purgatory in the middle of this movie where I kept pausing and going, how did the bar not progress at all?
I know.
Yeah.
I was
It's going backwards.
Even I got, close to the end. I'm like, how the hell is there still 30 minutes left in this?
Yeah.
Bro. Kate comes out and tries to stop him from hunting her brother, and I'm like, you shouldn't worry. He's a terrible shot. He's not going to kill
He's
you.
not, you're fine.
He's not going to do anything to your brother. Your brother's never been safer than when Van Helsing's hunting him.
She took the sight off his Gatling crossbow. Like, no,
Right.
he ain't gonna do anything now.
Again, silver tipping everything, right? Vampires are a problem. Dip all of your weapons and projectiles in holy water.
Yeah.
Or have like a capsule on the end of it or something. Like hollow
Right.
point, dip it and cover it with wax. Everything should just have that.
They should, and then they got to find one hot frog to distract the greeners.
Yes.
Yeah. Right.
And because we don't know what kills them exactly. Well, shotguns, right? Roddy Piper showed that.
Yeah.
Shotguns kill them.
Shotguns will do it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
They had a 12 gauge back then. I don't know. They had overhead projectors. Maybe they did.
They had a shotgun, right?
He just
Saw a
left
shotgun
it.
in there. Yeah.
Just left it. Fine.
Van Helsing?
Someone had a shotgun,
Sure.
didn't they?
Igor and the frogs are
And Van Helsing.
Oh, I don't know.
Igor and the frogs are trying to get Dr. Frankenstein's lab rolling up again. They're going to try and restart it without the good doctor. Meanwhile, Van Helsing and Kate roll up outside and they're like, oh, there's something going on at the castle. They strap the brother, because again, the werewolf is now working for, the brother werewolf is now working for Dracula.
Yep.
And they strap him into the machine, okay,
Against his will.
against his will, because they need the body. This is what Frankenstein was supposed to do for them, to power this machine. And the last piece of the puzzle, which is why, is as Van Helsing and Kate are sneaking into the castle, we see these disgusting snot sacks hanging
Yeah.
around the entire castle. And the electricity from the experiment is supposed to give life. These are all of Dracula's children that he's had with his brides that are born dead because they're dead.
Yeah.
But the experiment is.
If you're struggling with it, it's because it's dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
No, I was going to say the experiment is like starting. And so there's some energy apparently being sent out
I mean,
I guess.
because they rip open.
I know.
and
He's
there's-
like, let me get elbow deep in some bubble guts here. And
yeah.
Let me take
I just wanna show her-
off.
I know. He took his
Let me reach into this vampire scrotum and see what's in here.
I want to make sure she realizes I'm not afraid to get my hands dirty. No,
Where in Species there was a huge vagina on the wall.
Yeah,
I've never seen that
This
yet.
one's got hanging scrotums.
Yeah, this one's hanging
It was
scrotums.
such a nut. It's not even close. It's just so obviously.
I'm like, why they couldn't connect to Transylvania Power and Gas to get the electricity in here? They had to go and try Werewolf Boy here and to try and power the castle to get their snot sacks to hatch.
But as he's doing that, one of the other babies is like outside somewhat
coming
and
out,
reaching towards her. So it's like, do they even need to keep going? Like they seem like they're fine.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Electricity shoots through all of them, and then they all start hatching out, and all
like
these
White
babies
Monster.
start, teach them to feed. He says. Pretty sure they got it, and they're all flying
It's
out.
pretty instinctual. I mean, it's come out hungry. I'm going to find something to eat.
Van Helsing starts murdering children,
Yep.
his children, and Dracula's like, "What's up? We're gonna
Well,
fight."
they're vampires.
No, I'm just saying.
Dracula's like, oh, you
I
can
didn't-
hit stuff now?
I didn't mean that as a criticism. Okay. You can hit anything when there's so many of them. You can't see this.
He wasn't even aiming in that direction.
Fire your gun, and it's going to take out one of them. Okay. I'm not giving him credit for hitting these flying vampires. There was a million of them.
Yeah.
Dracula steps up to him because he's killing, and I'm just like, no way this fight goes well for Van Helsing because there's an hour left in this movie, and this is clearly like the final fight.
There's an hour left in this,
It's
and
too
I've
early.
been
I'm like-
watching this for 2 hours already.
Yeah, and Van Helsing's acting super cocky, like, now that I have your attention. And then he's like, I'm going to run away immediately.
Seriously, and Kate is upstairs, meanwhile killing greeners, trying to get her to her brother, who's up, strapped into the machine. And Dracula's hitting Van Helsing with his backstory, right? He's just like doing the whole.
It's like getting buddy with him. Like,
Victor.
Yeah, he's like, yo,
hey, homie.
you Van Helsing. Oh, I remember you.
I got your baseball card.
Your rookie card
Yeah.
from 400 years ago.
I don't know those words.
Hey, remember
because I
when we
don't-
had Mrs. Smith's
sport.
cooking class?
Yes, you and me, man, we go back.
took shop class together?
I don't want to hear, but Van Helsing does not want to hear the backstory.
No.
It's like,
Neither did I.
I'll let the Catholics tell me what my story is, not you.
Did you ever see Moulin Rouge?
No.
Yeah,
You should watch it.
It's good.
Especially if you like
You'd like it.
romantic movies.
you would.
But
It's theatrical. It's good.
Dracula plays the Duke in Moulin Rouge.
Oh,
And the Duke is my favorite part. He's a
has-
great villain.
Yeah.
Ian McGregor as well.
Yeah.
It's
oh no,
good.
I know of it. I've just never
Yeah.
seen it.
Oh, it's good.
And there is a part when he's singing like a virgin where he's like, oh, like getting real big like that. I was like, I wonder if they saw that 3 years before and went, oh, he could probably play Dracula.
Yeah.
And then realized they were wrong.
100% that's what happened.
Yeah.
I guarantee you.
Oh,
these
for sure.
schmoes were sitting around a boardroom and going, remember that one scene where he acted like Dracula? He could probably do
They
it.
were just doing like in Rocky when Apollo Creed's looking through the books.
Yes.
That's what they were doing. Like, oh, who could play Dracula in this? Oh, I like this guy. He had a cool name in Moulin Rouge. I bet you let's go with him.
Thankfully,
Imagine that.
before they can start fighting, the babies just start exploding on their own, which Kate and Van Helsing use to escape the castle via the freaking line launcher from Batman across a mountain. This thing shoots so far.
6 football fields.
Easy.
I mean,
easy.
minimum.
how is that all coiled in this little gun? I was like, that's a magical.
What do they use nanobots to put that string together?
And how big is that tree from that far? He nails this tree.
That's the only gun he can really shoot straight.
If that
Yeah,
tree,
he's good with the grappling gun. We knew that.
if that tree
that
had a
holy
heart,
water.
that grappler was right through the heart.
Seriously, dude.
Absolutely.
That tree, that's 2.5 miles away on the top of the hill.
If you need somebody to kill a tree, Van Helsing
Helsing's
is
your
your
guy.
freaking guy, dude. Because he's like, I'll kill it. I wish there was a tree
I'll
here
kill
right
him
now.
all
I'll
the
kill it
time.
right now.
He's got the darts are set to wall mode or whatever, just wood.
Wood mode. They're set to wood mode.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
I
They
see
hit
you are the
walls and-
notorious tree killer, Van Helsing. That's right.
Everyone, protect the trees.
I like shooting stuff that doesn't move. What about it, Dracula?
We have a green movement, okay? Don't hit the tree.
Why do the babies explode?
Because
The
the
experiment fails. There's not enough
Yeah, there's
power.
not enough power.
the werewolf
from
can't.
the werewolf.
So
can't
because
powerful.
these already got powered enough to be alive, and now there's no more power for who knows
They're using
what?
a Tesla coil,
They
and so
all
it's like
explode?
wirelessly charging them.
Yeah, that's right. That's what it is.
Yep. And so once the power goes out, then they Then they're done.
Right. This was Elon's great-great-grandfather that was doing this
No,
experiment.
Nikola Tesla. Read a book.
I thought you said it was they were using
Yeah, I thought
Tesla coil, like a coil
pulled,
from a
they
Tesla.
pulled it out of the Model S and they put it on top of the castle.
Oh my gosh.
They hauled
you're
it up
trolling
there in
me.
the Cybertruck.
All right, the Wolfman snaps the cable.
You seen
and
what Elon's doing with these baby?
He's kind of
Chargers?
dumb, but later on, I think his children will be very. Wolf snaps the cable. He ends up in the water. They swing across.
Somehow, magically, because they put a thing on the wire to swing down.
Yeah.
So if the cable went, they'd still be holding this
They should
thing.
go backwards.
Yeah, they should have fell off it
fell
into the
off.
river.
Yeah.
Yep.
And one of this insane scene. So while this is, I neglected to say this, while the children, before they all explode, they had made it to the village and were starting to grab people and terrorize the village or whatever.
Here's a thought. Move your village further from the vampires, guys.
And Carl saves this woman from being
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I got to talk about this because
Carl.
it's so weird. She says to him, "How can I ever repay you?" And he whispers
Immediately. No thought involved.
not even
No,
a
he's like-
hesitation.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'm glad you asked.
Yeah.
Right.
I've been waiting for this.
Buddy,
Aren't you a monk?
please think for a half a second.
And we know what he said.
Yeah, yeah.
And we could speculate because it was pretty fast. And she
like-
said, "What do you think he said?"
I think he said, could you dress up like Van Helsing? There's something I want to try.
And she says, "But you're a monk." He says, "I'm actually a friar."
Oh,
And
that's
then
okay
it's-
then. All right. Let's
But
go.
he hasn't taken that vow yet, I guess.
I guess
That's
not.
not. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know, dude. I was like, "What is happening?"
I don't know how
was
monkism
wild.
works. So maybe. I don't know.
Crazy.
Can you give me a haircut?
That's what he asked for.
Van Helsing and Kate are starting to get, well, hold on. Before we get to that point, Igor is in the aftermath, right? They come up and all the equipment's kind of busted and sparking. And he's almost, he says without saying it, like, "Master, are we dumb? Like, the experiment failed again. I don't know if we know what we're doing. And
We really keep doing this.
we're keep doing this."
Is this the scene, too, where the two brides are like slow motion grieving in the background?
Yes.
Yes.
Also,
Everyone's going normal, and they're like, "Oh, we're slow motion here, right?"
Yeah.
So
Yeah. The director's like, "Just leave them. It's kind of funny."
know what they're doing.
did they have like, this is batch 3 of the eggs we're going to move out and like connect to?
Yeah, we
'Cause
don't,
they have
we don't
other
even know at this
eggs.
point that there's other eggs. We have,
Right.
yeah, but we're
But
about
this
to
is,
find that
we know
out.
that
Yeah.
we find out that this is a failed experiment and they've already tried 2 or other times
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
So
Don't
you're
they
like,
go into the weird ice elevator to go make more?
is that what they're doing?
Yeah, at one
Yeah.
point he's like, "Come to me, my brides," and they get in the fridge.
Oh, they're just,
Yeah,
Buddy just gets busy.
that's what I'm saying.
He said 300 years. Buddy, that's from last week, Van Helsing.
yeah. I got nut sacks for days hanging in my castle. That's
Days and days.
You get 3 nut sacks per session of intercourse.
what I'm saying. And you see how many were hanging in
Yeah.
the freaking.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a lot. Or unless they're like, it's like litters of
Yeah.
kittens or something where it's just like,
It has to be.
I don't want to see how. Like,
or do
perfect
they
process.
do they hang in the sacks and then
don't
he
know.
How do
inseminates
they
the sacks outside like fish?
You're thinking about this way too much. You think he inseminates the sacks?
That's how fish do it, bro.
What makes you think that the vampires would do it like fish?
What makes you think they do it like humans? They don't have genitals.
Because they look like humans.
that's skin. We already covered that.
Okay, well then why not? Why a fish? Why don't you say they have sex like turtles have sex?
Because I don't want to think about that. Look up how turtles have sex. Bro.
They have
It's
sex, and when it's
disturbing.
time to give labor, the woman goes onto the ceiling
Oh.
and
right.
right to the ceiling.
You know,
Right to the
that's-
ceiling.
Shoots them right up there. Yeah.
It sticks and starts to drip down.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, stop.
It's like a nutsack. And then, depending how hot or cold it is how they hang.
Exactly.
Wow. We're getting off.
It's Transylvanian, bro. It's winter. Those things should have been
Those things are
strapped
tight to the ceiling.
Van Helsing and Kate are finally starting to get flirty. I'm like, when is this romantic subplot going to take flight here? They're drinking absinthe. She puts his hat on. I'm like, all right, it's time to get down to business.
Nope.
And they fall into a sinkhole.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. And they fall down in here into freaking Gollum's cave. And meanwhile, Carl is finding a secret cartoon in the walls of whatever palace they're.
Yeah.
Kind of like that animation though.
The animation was
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Right, but how the hell does it work?
We don't know.
Magic, bro.
right.
It's actually
fine.
the first TV ever invented.
Yes.
That's
There's a
Yeah,
guy in
that's
the
what it-
background turning. He's like been waiting for 300 years. Like, finally, starts winding the gear.
This scene made no sense. So they find Frankenstein's monster down in the cave. Get a little They tried to do a jump scare down here. Jump scare. He's the one that tells them, "Hey, there's more bat babies." He's got them all over the place. Right? They want me. And at one point in the same scene, this is what the writing. He says, She goes, "What do you want?" "To exist." Yeah. He says, right? 30 seconds later, he's like, "You have to kill me, or they're gonna make more freaking babies." Yeah. So which is it? You just want to exist, or we need to kill you immediately?
That's like when you ask your wife, like, what do you want for dinner?
Yeah.
It's like,
don't care.
I don't care. Whatever. Well, how about we go here?
No. Don't want that. No.
Gosh, can you imagine being married to Frankenstein? Oh,
Yeah.
whiner.
No. This was the whiniest Frankenstein I've ever seen, I think.
Dude, you got put together from 7 different people. You got a second life.
Well, I don't think he wanted to die. I think he doesn't know how else to stop
Right.
them from doing this. I really
Well,
like.
leaving him in the cave would have been a good start.
Yeah, that's true. Just close it back up. It's worked so far.
All right, we got to get some guys. We got to seal a well off here. Okay. That's it.
Yeah, that's all you have to do.
Battle's over.
Cap it.
Cap
Not
it.
getting in there.
I don't know. They hide him in this tomb later in the movie.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
Unexplained, they find him and get him out.
Yeah, so you're right. But the plan this time is to get him to Rome where they can protect him. And they're like, Transylvanian horses are faster.
The
What is
fastest
it?
horses.
Faster than werewolves,
Yeah.
right? And so Carl's going to ride with him. And as they're freaking riding and galloping these horses out of Dodge, trying to get to Rome, they realize that A, they're being chased by flying vampires. B, the bridge is out.
Hey, Jack, we got a problem.
These horses aren't
What is
faster
it?
than.
What is it?
You're going to run out of road.
What?
The bridge isn't done. They haven't finished building the bridge.
Was finished on the map. What?
Everybody.
Ran out of funds. They got to wait till next budget year.
Speed has nothing on this movie for ridiculous
no way.
jumps.
This is crazy.
It's nuts, dude. The carriage doesn't make it, but the horses do.
Yeah.
They're lucky it's on fire.
Yeah,
Otherwise, that wouldn't be. They'd be pulled back into the.
because they were at this point too. They were getting chased by the two.
Yeah, the two
Vampire
flying chicks.
bitches.
The flying chicks try to Superman the carriage, like fly down, grab it, stop it from flying, and they open it up, and it's just got.
One ditches, though. She's like, no, you got this, right? Okay, see ya.
You're cool, right? You're cool.
Just in case something happens, I got to be around for the rest of the movie.
Right. We can't both die right here. There's only.
Go make sure everybody else knows the bridge is out up here.
When she opens it, it's just a bunch of stakes surrounded by dynamite or vice versa or whatever.
Yeah.
And the thing blows up and she gets impaled and she's dead.
A small basket of steaks. And there's
Hold on,
100 of them that go in every direction.
This carriage is filled with steaks?
That's that steak basket was still more accurate than Van Helsing was.
Absolutely.
But it's a decoy, boys. There's another carriage.
Yes.
Who could have thought? Here comes Kate with the other carriage, which Wolfman attacks. And they're fighting. Now, it's a lot of moving parts here. So they all end up on this because he ends up with the horses or whatever. Pulls up, gets on their carriage. Now they're all in this carriage, but this carriage started on fire when the Wolfman attacked. So the lid of the carriage is on fire. They're riding along. And I'm like, this is where the road is. There's all this forest. The road is right on the edge of the cliff is where they put this freaking road. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And they're hanging off the edge. It's crazy. Van Helsing is trying to do his best to fight off fire seeps through the cabin, and of course it's Frankenstein, so fire bad.
Yeah.
Freaking out, and he ends up reaching around, grabbing Van Helsing out of the bottom, and because Carl has to unlock Frankenstein to help.
Yeah.
And the way that he's able to defeat the Wolfman here is he full on Van Helsing jumps and John Woo style dual pistol in the air. Max Payne turns around and shoots the werewolf in the heart with a silver bullet.
Yep.
It looks kind of cool.
It looked cool.
Yeah.
Again, another accurate shot from very close.
Duck hunt style.
Duck hunt style. And he's dying. And just as you think they're going to have a moment, Kate is snatched away, ghost and goblin style, taken to the castle of the evil Dracula. Van Helsing knows what he's got to do now.
Keep going to Rome.
Can't go to Rome anymore.
But he's bit.
Oh, I forgot
Got
about
bit.
that. That's a huge
Yeah, he got bit.
by the werewolf. So he's got lycanthropy or whatever, however the hell you say it, right?
Yeah.
And he goes over and finds out that, well, as they're headed out, they're met by the last hot vampire left, and she's like, "We propose a trade. You're your girl for the Frankenstein monster.
We'll throw the girl and a first round pick in for Frankenstein monster.
All right, how about the girl, a first rounder, and another hot vampire to be named later?
Ah, yeah. Get pee-pee touch
Yeah."
and a pee-pee touch.
I negotiated it. Perfect. He says we want a public place so he'd be less inclined to show his real side, right? Dracula's real side. Like, cool, there's a Halloween party, and it's definitely a public place, and
There's a masquerade ball.
there's going to be lots of people
How convenient.
Let's just pause from all of this nonsense we're doing to go to a party.
there. I know.
Yeah, Dracula throws it every year. It's great. I mean, food's top notch. Drinks.
How far do you have to go to get to a real city like this?
This is Budapest, I think is what they said, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know how far it is. from
That's
where
all.
they are.
So this is 6 months later. Is that how that works?
Travel
I thought
montages
they
take
should have
about
been to
30
Rome when they got caught by the werewolf.
Yeah.
48 hours till he's a werewolf. This is now we're getting this ticking clock the movie's
Yep.
giving us, okay? And it's time for a
The
party.
werewolves. Since when are werewolf bites have venom that turn another person into?
Yeah, I
werewolf.
never.
You've never heard of that?
I haven't.
How do you hear about people turning into werewolves?
They have it in their genetics.
Yeah.
That
Really?
have you not seen Teen Wolf? You
what happens
We've talked
is-
about this.
I have.
A few weeks
You're
before
doing
the
a
big
Teen
game.
Wolf bit,
A
I
few
guess.
weeks before the big game.
Yeah.
And they're like going through puberty and stuff.
Right,
is when it
right,
starts
yeah.
to come out.
It's right
right?
there.
All right.
Yeah.
No, but really, I
happens.
think it's like a genetic thing that like
No, because like if you think about like Underworld, or there's a lot of other werewolf
I haven't
movies.
seen Underworld.
And the Wolfman. That's how it happens in the Wolfman. They get bit.
Oh,
in the newest one.
And the original.
Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't see any of those.
No, I didn't see the newest one, but I
I
saw
heard the newest one is a different take. So
Oh, okay.
that's why it was.
But yeah, typically you can get it through a bite. We're talking about something that's not real. So
It's
it doesn't
fine.
matter.
Let's get
Right.
to
Well,
this.
that's I mean the lore. I don't know.
Because believe
I'm
it
on-
or not, there's still a lot to go.
What?
So Kate Beckinsale is dancing with Dracula at this masquerade ball. Okay. And Van Helsing and Carl show up and they're like, they're up on the like top level. They're like, how are we going to get down here? Right. There's all these random strangers dancing around the ball. And like, we're going to dress up like trapeze artists.
Yeah, we're going to Cirque du Soleil this shit.
We're going to make use of the greatest CGI maybe ever put to film, which was his face on whoever the hell was doing these acrobatics.
Can I ask a question real quick
Yes.
before this? I know that
Yes.
we have a lot to cover though.
Sure.
They store him in a tomb, right? This is where they.
Oh, yes.
They
Yeah.
knock.
Yes.
They knock Frankenstein out and they store him in this tomb and put rocks in front of it. And in that
Well
scene,
away from the party.
Yeah.
in that scene, as they're walking away, one of the graves opens and a
Yes.
hand comes out.
Yeah.
Who is
he
that?
says he goes, the only one that would know he was here are the dead, right? And then it shows like, oh, are we going to introduce zombies? No, it's literally Dracula's minions that are just posted all over the place. It's just a vampire.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Oh, yeah.
I thought something was going to happen with that, but then all of a sudden they just show up with him.
Right.
I think again, this is maybe a play on words where like the vampires are dead, right? And
Right.
so the movie's tone is off here, where it's like,
Exactly.
haha.
Yeah.
Van
vampires are
Helsing
dead.
swoops down dressed in a ridiculous spangly outfit to snatch Kate up just as she's about to die because she's also like, I think I kind of just want this to happen.
See, my
know,
my
where-
neck just keeps going to the one side like this and exposing.
Dracula's risen her up though.
Oh,
That's what's happening.
She's under a trance.
Yeah.
He even wakes her up when he gets her.
Yeah.
Yes. And
Yeah.
he gets down there, and this is where he realized that everyone at this party, he's like, this is actually my summer palace, he says, and we do this party every year. And they're all vampires.
Yeah.
Everybody in the freaking building is a vampire. And they already got Frank. Like, Frank is being wheeled in as we speak. Like, the second they walked away from that graveyard, they were like,
Yeah,
back in the truck up to get Frank out of it.
Igor and the Psychos from Borderlands roll up in the,
Yeah, seriously.
the carriage with Frank in there.
What are they going to do? How are they going to get out of this predicament, you guys? If only there was a fantastical device that we've saved just for the right moment.
Scott,
accidentally dropped.
They have to have
Mad
something.
about this?
I'm mad at the ham-fisted way that they set it up.
Sure.
And it's a a Deus Ex whatever the hell, you know what I'm talking about, or the
Sure.
the exact thing they need to solve a problem later on that they have otherwise no reason to have with them. And they even say, we have no reason to take this. I don't even know what to use it for. And then they just accidentally drop it when there's a 500 vampires chasing them through a palace and every window is blown out with sunlight. But Dracula doesn't die.
No.
Right. Or did he dip? I don't remember if he dipped already.
He
must
might have got
dipped.
out. I think he got out with Frank.
They also
Well, Dracula can't die with that stuff. Is that what you're
yeah.
going to say?
Oh,
I was gonna say at some point in the movie he gets stabbed in the heart as well, and he's like,
that
wall.
stuff doesn't work.
Oh, right.
That's why at the end.
Well, and they
it says it
handed
has
him
to be
a
a werewolf.
cross. I think Van Helsing handed him a cross too, and that just burned up. So
Well, that's what happened. So the next thing is Carl. They get back and she shows him the cartoon he watched and gives him all the research on Dracula. Right? He's like, "You're not gonna believe this. It's got to be a werewolf. Crazy." And you just happen to be one, so we really are in great luck.
Oh, but I don't know because
very
there's this
fortunate.
little corner piece that's missing here on
Almost as good a luck as dropping that sun grenade in the palace when we were running for our lives there. I mean, we're really we should go to the casino after
Yeah,
this.
we should buy lottery tickets.
Put it all on 36 black and just let it ride,
Let
baby.
it go.
If you could just close your eyes when you're shooting at things from now on, you'll
be
probably
great.
hit them.
You're like, I don't know. Can you tie a tree to Dracula? I'll kill him right now. Be awesome. They're like, all right, where's this door? It's a secret door. I bet it's right in this room, so we don't have to go anywhere else. We're running out of time in this movie. It's like, it is right in here. Check this out. They
How
read the whole
convenient.
Latin inscription, except for this one piece that they gave him. I don't know if you're going to need this, but
Yeah,
here's
here.
a piece of paper that you need.
I don't know what the rest of this means, but here's like some Latin words.
The door appears. They speak the Elvish word for friend, and they go inside.
This isn't a mine; it's a tomb.
That's right. Let's go. And here's Castle Dracula. They have to go through like this ice mirror.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
It's kind of weird
I liked it, but it was weird.
because he had like an open flame.
I was wondering that too. I was like, if it's cold and snowy and you have to go through this ice, like how is
Yeah.
that thing going to stay lit?
It was lit. It was lit, fam.
No air blew it out, nothing. Stayed lit.
Dude. All right, they get inside. He freaking werewolf jumps them into the castle, and Igor immediately is like, "Please don't kill me." It was a real Benny moment, you know.
Pulls out all his different.
It was actually funny. He's like, "Don't kill me." Why?
I didn't think I'd get this far.
You actually have nothing but great reasons to kill me. I don't, don't know what to tell you there. I feel like you got me in a box here, man. Okay.
He button hooked me.
As Frank is raising, so they got Frank in a freaking like ice cube in the fridge. Okay, he's getting freezer burn. He's hanging from a chain down the middle of this tower, and they're starting to raise him up right past where they're all like looking through the bars. And he says, "He has a cure for werewolfism." That's, I'm telling you, our luck is insane right now. It's insane. Go get it. It's in the building. He's going up. And
He
up.
like flicks his head up too.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah.
"You have to do it. Go save yourself."
This guy, okay, Frank was so theatrical in his with his voice. I had respect for that.
Yep.
I liked it.
Yeah.
So the plan is, okay, you go kill Dracula. We heal you before midnight. Operation Cinderella is a go. Let's do this.
Here we go.
Okay? Don't let the ball drop before we pump you full of this stuff.
Van Helsing. This is the Three Little Mice. Is Cinderella ready to go?
Ready to go. We're gonna get up there right now. So Igor double crosses Kate and Carl and locks them in this room where the freaking cure is. Oh, you thought you get me, I get you.
Yeah, Kira's just singing. They're singing Friday I'm in Love,
And Van Helsing, meanwhile, is upstairs fighting. He yeets a greener out the window.
Well, he jumps onto the chain
Yes.
to pull himself up. And he doesn't use his legs. He's just like, I'll just use my biceps.
Right.
Like, get out of here. I don't care if you're werewolf
Well,
strength or
that's
not.
what I was gonna say. He's
I know he's
werewolf
got
now.
werewolf strength, and So he has it, but like even if you have the strength, you're gonna lose your leg.
Well, he's got werewolf strength and Wolverine strength.
I was saying, did you see him at the end of Wolverine and Deadpool?
Yeah.
I never saw it.
That dude's
Put
ripped.
your greasy tits away, you preening slut. One of my favorite lines in the entire movie. The reason I brought this up is because I thought it was hilarious. This is the only time that one of the Greener's masks is broken.
Yeah.
And we see what the hell they look like under there. And even he was like, ugh, and just chucks the thing out the window. You're ugly. You got to die,
good.
dude. Carl and Kate then knock the thing over because they're like, just stick your hand in to get the freaking werewolf cure.
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, I'm not doing that. Turns out it was like acid the thing was suspended in, which they are able to like gather up and throw on the bars.
Scoop a little in a glass bowl.
It burns fast enough to burn through these steel bars.
In a second.
But not
But
the floor.
You can lift it up with your wool cloak and go hot. That's how acid works. It's hot.
It's hot.
This is spicy acid. Like, what are we doing?
It's
Give me a
good, dude.
break. Although he's a priest, it was probably blessed. You know, he had a
Well, he had
Anti-acid
his
blessing.
hands were coated with the holy water, so it acted like a
Ooh.
barrier to the acid. You could just get it over to the bars and throw it on the bars.
So everybody here starts to separate. And so I'm going to try and set up kind of where everybody is. But there's a lot of moving parts in this thing. At this point, Kate stays to fight the other hot vampire in this room. And Carl takes the cure and leaves. But now he's got to deal with Igor and his taser out on the bridge to get across the other part of the castle. Okay. And so that's happening. Everything is super freaking. It's just because I'm getting myself confused because there's so many moving parts and it intercuts between everything so quickly. So I'll just kind of try to take one thing at a time. Van Helsing gets up to the top where Frank is being held captive and is able to start getting him out of his restraints. And with the worst luck ever, he is struck by lightning right before he's able to be released.
Yeah.
And so the babies all start coming to life. And then, but not enough.
Because unfortunately, he was hooked with a 5-year-old's bicycle chain.
Yeah.
Like the chain you tie up your bike with.
Right.
Like
Well,
the
that's-
plastic kind. It was like
Right.
the thinnest looking
it's-
chain. Like
He's Frankenstein.
can't bust
He
out of it.
yeeted a vampire 100 mile an hour like he's
Yeah.
Randy Johnson. You can't bust out of a bicycle chain?
If it was on his arm, no problem.
well, the
it's on
first
his
time-
leg. His legs are weak. He can't run.
That's right.
That was the second time. So the first time he's almost out, he gets struck, and they're like, "Oh, but we need another one. Not enough power." And you're like, "Okay,
Yeah.
cool." Then he's down to the last chain, and bam, he gets nailed again. And I'm like, "This is
What's the lesson here? Never skip leg day. That's the
freaking
lesson here.
ridiculous." Okay, he breaks out and falls down. So after he's able to break out, this is why everything in this movie is so freaking random. Okay, that's part of what I hate about this. Frank falls down and he's grabbing wires and just happens to land where Carl needs him to land to help him with Igor.
Yeah.
And then he ends up randomly launched into the room where Kate is about to get killed and takes out the freaking vampire.
Yeah. These are 6-year-old action figure rules.
Yes.
This is exactly what it is. Like everything works out exactly how you want it because when he falls, he can do a 180 and all these anything you want to happen.
Yeah. And it was here. I'm like, there's still a half an hour left of this freaking movie. What the hell's going on? Because none of this mattered. All that stuff they intercut, it didn't matter that, Kate was battling the vampiress in the cell at all. That didn't matter. It didn't matter that Frankenstein was dropping in right on cue to help out Carl.
And they just always ended up exactly where someone else needed them to be in this giant complex and castles of hallways and bridges and caverns.
Because we can't have a 3-hour movie.
You know what would have been cooler? If you would have had a character that's supposed to be a trained badass. And he could be a badass and take care of some monsters.
Could you imagine?
Imagine that sounds like a much better movie.
If we only would have had that character.
Only
That
we
would
had
have
that guy.
They should have thought of somebody like that.
There could have been somebody like that.
Like someone that was famous for hunting monsters.
Yes.
Right.
Right? Final stroke of midnight, and he changes into a werewolf. And the final fight of this movie is one of the crappiest CGI fights of all time.
Yes.
It's, first of all, I'm like, Edward and Jacob? Like, this is kind of what's happening?
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm like, wouldn't we have all rather watched Hugh Jackman fight whatever his name is?
Yes. 100%.
Instead, neither of them are in this fight. At one point, he changes back and he's shirtless Hugh Jackman because no one likes to get his tits out more than Hugh Jackman does
Yeah.
for like 2 seconds. But then for the final blow of the fight, he changes back into the werewolf to get the final bite out of the guy's neck. You know what I mean? Like, why not have your two highly paid actors
Yep.
fight it out? And he can still have fangs and claws and do cool stuff and jump around. Maybe they change at one point, but like the whole fight, and it's just like I'm watching a cartoon bounce around this room,
Yep.
and there's no weight to it. There's no. I know I sound like a
Well, I
dick
was
by talking
just
about all
like,
this,
when
but-
is this going to be done? Because this is not entertaining me. They're just jumping and bobbing around like you just
Right.
created this program on your computer in your computer class in school.
And Dracula never attacks. Every
No.
time he turns to try to fly away, he grabs him. They beat him up some more. Then they go over here, and he turns and tries to fly away. He grabs him and he beats him up some more.
Right.
This is why I'm saying I wish I would have saw it in 2004 because I think those graphics would have impressed me a little bit back then. Well, definitely more than they would right now.
I don't know, man. I'll take Oregon Trail on an Apple IIe over those graphics every day of
It's
the
the
week.
same crap I said with Mummy Returns. Why would you not just have The Rock fight the mummy guy?
Yeah.
Why are we doing a crab rock? It was terrible.
Right.
I think that I don't know. I really enjoyed this fight.
Did you really?
Yes.
Honestly.
I thought that the werewolf, like the way they do the werewolf in this, is one of my favorite.
It looks great.
Transformations. He looks amazing as a werewolf. The vampire, I honestly didn't hate the vampire CGI. You're looking at me like I'm crazy, but
Looking up here. I don't
no, I didn't hate it. I thought it was really fun and entertaining.
I could take
You do sound.
I know I sound like I'm like I know.
No,
but
you're
look,
gonna hate this, and I'm not trying to be mean, but you sound like one of the guys in the movie, like rooms that are making the movies, being like, "Well, we have to show the face of the highly paid actor." So it's like, but to your point, it's like, then don't cast a highly paid actor at that point. Cast some like unknown guy if you're gonna do all CGI. So I get that argument.
I would rather see Hugh Jackman fight than a CGI werewolf.
Yeah.
But I don't know about the other guy because I never found him intimidating.
or have Hugh Jackman
the
fight
whole
him in
movie.
vampire form.
Right.
Yes, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Sure.
Is maybe change the other guy because he wasn't intimidating. That was my biggest problem with him as
So just
Dracula.
change.
Right.
So at that point, yeah, just change the script so he doesn't have to be a werewolf.
We
to do
never
it.
really saw. First of all, Van Helsing never had to be a werewolf to kill Dracula in all of the Van Helsing lore and stories that
Right.
have ever been out there. And second of all, we never really saw Van Helsing kill
do
anything.
Yeah,
Or fight Dracula. We saw a werewolf fight Dracula.
Yeah.
sure. That's
Right.
fair.
Yes.
Yeah. Van Helsing didn't kill him. It was a werewolf.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So, let's use the gadgets. Let's use his ingenuity. Let's make it seem like Dracula's got him dead to rights and he pulls off some kind of insane move and kills the unkillable vampire.
Yeah. He gets his
Right.
spinny blades out and
all
slices
kinds
his
of
arms
stuff.
off.
Slice and
It's
dice.
a knockdown, drag out fight.
Right.
The whole point of Van Helsing is that he's a regular human that's able to defeat Dracula.
Monsters, yeah.
That's
Right.
what's cool about the character.
So they kind of broke the lore of Van
Yeah.
Helsing. Yeah.
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 That's a fair criticism.
And I just hate really crappy CGI. I know I sound like a dick when I talk about this stuff, but it's just, I remember even sitting in the theater. I know I didn't give my background with it before, but I didn't want to paint this too harshly before I saw it. I didn't enjoy this even in 2004 when I went and saw it, even as a young man, because even then the CGI was like, to me, I was like, that's bad.
Well, and by this time, there's way better CGI anyway. And
Funny enough, I enjoyed it more this time than I did when I saw it in the theater.
That's not surprising.
I
You've
d-
watched a lot of crappy movies.
I'm saying. He tackles Kate because after he gets the final bite and he's still a werewolf, Kate comes rushing at him with the cure, which got underhand lobbed. She swung across a giant cavern by a car. We skipped through all of that. He ends up killing the vampire by tossing a stake to her, the other hot vampire, whatever.
Keep going,
It's such
James.
a-
We're almost
it's
there.
Such a slog.
we're almost there.
What is in the final
Almost there.
send-off line? He says to Dracula before he kills him, some things are better forgotten or something like that. I don't even remember. They're like supposed to be this
'Cause they're
cool send-off
Yeah.
line.
Fan train back and forth throughout the fight. They keep transitioning between. Yeah.
He says some things are better off forgotten, I
Yeah,
think
'cause
is
he
the line.
keeps trying to give him his memories back throughout
Right.
the fight and everything. Yeah.
Right. Some things are better left forgotten. Final bite. Boom. Kate comes in. He tackles Kate, but she's unable to administer the cure, but she's dead. Like dead.
He killed her.
I didn't expect this. In this kind of movie, which is made for this kind of age group, I assumed she was going to be like, what? Like eventually wake up after
Right.
you
Yeah.
think she's dead. No, the next shot is them burning her on a
Yeah.
pyre.
She got the Viking funeral.
And I was like, oh, she's like legit dead.
Yeah.
It was
Which is
crazy.
surprising.
I think they did that thinking they're going to do sequels and they didn't want to have this love interest for the next movie.
Right.
Because otherwise you get to the next movie and it's like, what happened to Kate?
So Frank is paddling away into Van Helsing 2, never to be seen again.
He's wakeboarding, man. He invented wakeboarding.
Yeah.
Kate Beckinsale looks like she's making out with her cloud brother in the sky.
We got
Oh my
Simba,
God. The Mufasa moment.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was like, say something cool. Say something cool. Please erase my browser history. Like, what could she have said to him?
Remember.
Help! My brother
How
turned
hot
into
a-
a werewolf, and now he's hot? Question mark.
Remember how hot I was. Tell people.
I actually left a scrotum egg in the halls of the castle to carry on my lineage.
It was me. That's the end of the movie. We made it, guys. We did it.
I'm a cloud. Whoosh.
That's good.
That would have been. That's it right there. That's the winner. Nice
how
job,
it should
Brian.
ended. Yep.
Move this
Winning
man
line.
up on the Ryan rankings, please.
He's as high as they go.
Oh, that's
except for the mayor.
All right, that's fine.
Really?
I don't
No,
know.
you're
I made that
you're
up.
below Steph, but I'm
I
going
think
to move
you're
you
third.
above Ed.
I love it. I'm below Stephanie.
Yeah, Mrs.
Ryan.
Ryan.
Mrs. Ryan Farrell.
You're under Mrs. Ryan Farrell.
The first thing we want to try and do is recast this movie, okay? We have to look at this thing and say, how can we have made this movie better? Is there an actor that we could have cast?
I'm sure there is.
I can think of one immediately that would have made this movie incredible.
Yeah.
And that person is
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Schwarzenegger.
Do it.
Arnold Schwarzenegger is Van Helsing. Lock it down. Put it in the mail.
Dude, this makes
your
its
vote?
money back 6 times over.
A Van Helsing movie starring Arnold Schwarzenegger?
There
be
would have
cool.
been sequels.
You damn right there would have been sequels.
But in the 90s.
Sure.
Sure.
Sure. They had to make it a little earlier. Well, in 2004, he had just done T3, so he wasn't,
He was back.
It's still.
he was like an old man yet.
The reason I
Yeah.
wanted is I wanted like True Lies time where you're still trying to do things creatively, not just with CGI.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I want. I want it
That's-
100%.
yeah.
less CGI. I want it.
Still a lot of practical. Yeah.
So-
yeah, for sure.
My vote would be for Dracula.
Yeah, me too.
And then that's
For
why
Dracula.
Van Helsing has to turn into a werewolf because he can't work out fighting freaking Arnold.
If Dracula was actually intimidating, that would have leveled up this
Van
movie. for
Helsing,
sure.
we are
Some
sending you.
dialogue here.
Yeah.
We are sending you to Austria.
Plus, then he could be like, at the end, he gets, "Oh, you're such a pain in the neck,"
Yeah.
and then he
Yes.
dies.
You're
Yes.
such a pain in the neck. How do you know me? So would you like me to refresh your memory? A few details from your past?
Oh, Saint Gabriel.
The time that we worked out? Gabriel. Yes. I remember you.
Remember when we did leg day?
Perhaps this is a conversation for a better time. Right now, let's get it pumped. Let's go. Me and you work out like we used to. Right? They were all
Yeah.
gym bros.
Oh, yeah.
Right? That's how they
That's
knew
the
each other back in the day.
Yeah.
But although here's a Van Helsing line, I think if Arnold was Van Helsing, it'd be good. Next time, stay close. You know, good to me, dead.
Yeah.
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 My throat cracked.
I thought you got choked
could
up.
see
Oh, that
him-
worked so well.
I could see him as
Give
Van
me
Helsing.
life. That would be a Dracula line. Sorry,
Ooh, if he was
that was Dracula said that.
Dracula said that?
Give
Okay.
me life. Yeah. What were you gonna say?
Oh, I was going to say I could see him being Arnold being Van Helsing. The problem is I don't think that Arnold would have signed on for that many films.
No, you're probably right.
Not at that
He's
point in
not-
his career.
I think Terminator is the only one he did a bunch of sequels
Bunch.
for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Don't confuse this with facts.
It's true.
Sorry.
All right, guys, let's go to our awards.
What do we got?
And Shad Radical jumping in and he says, Frankenstein's monster, him yelling, "Why?" At the beginning, at the beginning would be amazing. And when they find him in the cave, you must kill me. Come on, do it. Here I am. Kill me now. I'm right here. Anytime there is fire, Arnold just yells, "Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah,
that'd
that'd
be
be good.
Andrew Davidson said, how about Schuler Hensley? I'm not saying Schuler Hensley did a bad job. I love how he plays the monster. It feeds into the themes and tone of the movie well. But with Arnold, there's so many opportunities for him to say his best one-liners. When Dracula takes that coil to the face and goes into the fireplace, I can hear Arnold yelling, "You fired."
Yep.
When he's at the tip of the building with the village holding Dr. Frankenstein's body before he falls, "I'll be back." Or when he catches the bride in midair, "All right, lady, chill." There's so many opportunities Yeah, man, just bring all his characters in there. Why not? Dan Buckley writes in and says, David Winham, don't get me wrong, I love his character, but having Arnold be the sidekick with all the gadgets, listen to me, I'm a friar, okay? I'm just a friar. We can totally have sex.
He won't fight
right.
it all though.
He won't whisper it to her either.
Doesn't mean I make fries.
What can I do for you? You show me your boobies
I need to make sure you have nipples.
tonight. And then once I know, we'll know. Then then he goes, I swear all I want, damn it. In Arnold's voice makes it better. I agree with you, Dan.
Yep.
Matt Mason comes in and says, Frankenstein's monster, the sheer amount of is too irresistible as I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. I will fear no evil. Be great. And then Devin comes in and says, Van Helsing, picture it. The werewolf, Van Helsing discovers he will become a werewolf when the moon is full. When that moment comes, he starts ripping his skin off and he becomes a bigger, more muscular Arnold. So he's Arnold when he's a werewolf. Then when he's finally revealed, he's Arnold himself to fight off Dracula and says, look at you. You think you're so big, but you're not. I mean, look at me with my big biceps and look at the pecs and this chiseled body. It wouldn't kill you to get a tan. You're too pale. It would be a great fight. I agree.
Yeah.
It'd be good.
And then lastly, you got Josh Bowman, Robbie Coltrane, Arnold as Mr. Hyde. That's almost perfect.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
You know who that was? Hagrid.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. As much as I love Hagrid having the very first scene.
I just stole it from him.
No,
I'm sorry,
I didn't even notice it either. The very first scene of the movie be Arnold swinging from the rooftops of Notre Dame going, would be hilarious. No CGI needed. Plus, when he's falling to his death, he can just transform back into Danny DeVito's Jello.
That'd be perfect.
I love it, dude. I dream about if Arnold had made different choices. I mean, he made some great choices, but there's so many opportunities he could have been like a monster movie with Arnold. Just
Oh, yeah.
Be great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Been awesome.
Do you want the Patreon stats?
Yes. So the metrics on, because with our new award system, many people can submit who gets picked is random, but we have an overall percentage of what everybody that voted picked.
Yes.
So let's hear it.
Okay. So 30% of the patrons said Frankenstein's monster.
Okay.
15% said Mr. Hyde. 10% said, I gotta see my line, Carl. And then there's a bunch of 5% of Count Dracula, the werewolf,
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
all the little vampire babies, Mariska,
okay. Perfect.
the vampire imps. I think they
He'd have as much cleavage as Mariska.
right
Yeah.
Sure.
when he's hanging upside down. His pecs are just in his face. I think they mean the little like dudes,
The Greeners.
The Greeners.
Yeah, the Greeners.
Yeah, it'd be awesome.
Igor and then Anna.
Awesome. But the most votes were 30% were for Frankenstein. Got
Yeah.
the most votes. All right, awesome.
So Frankenstein wins. Should I not go through all of them next time?
Not all of them.
Okay.
But yeah, but
My
just
bad.
like the top few. No, you're good. You're good. You're good.
Top 12.
I ruined it.
Top 12.
You didn't. It's our literally first time we've ever done it. So what are you talking about? All right? The whole thing's a failure.
First 2 dozen. Let's cut it off after 2 dozen.
How about we give this thing some actual awards? We'll start with the most prestigious award we give
Yes.
out. The Will Patton Award for Intensity. Let's get it.
You want a war? I'll give you a war! I don't want them to gain another yard. You blitz all night! And if they cross the line of scrimmage, I'm gonna take every last one of you out. You make sure they remember forever the night they played the Titans. What are you doing with a gun in space?
All right. Woo. What are you doing with a shotgun? Shoots arrows.
What are you doing with a crossbow Gatling gun in Transylvania?
Will Patton Award. We'll start off here with Harrison, who wrote in and said, Schuler Hensley. This dude was locked in as the monster. Good acting or not, he definitely gave it his all physically and with the voice. So we get our first vote for Frankenstein's monster for the Will Patton Award. And we head over here to the mayor.
Yeah, he crossed my mind for sure. And that's a good pick. But I think I'm going to stick with, I was going to go with Hugh Jackman. I'm going to stick with Van Helsing.
All right, Van Helsing gets a vote.
I thought he as ridiculous as they made his character out to be, he stuck with it and gave it his all and was pretty intense in it. So I'm going to give it to him.
All right. I respect that pick. Josh Whitehouse comes in and says, Richard Roxburgh just went all out as Dracula. Loved his all-out effort to bring something fun and exciting to the movie. There wasn't much else but him. So Whitehouse, the Hammer, comes in with a vote for Dracula. Mattila.
I'm going with Schuler Hensley.
The monster.
The monster. I liked his theatrical side to him. I know what you were saying about, he's kind of all over the place, but that's a script issue, I'd argue.
Sure.
But his acting, I mean, I thought he's got all this makeup on. He looks like a thumb, and he's just, he comes through though.
Yeah.
Like, his voice alone is what he had to do.
Sorry, that was such an accurate description.
That's what he was.
A thumb right after you get out of the bath.
Yeah.
Walking thumb. Yeah.
Do I look like a raisin?
Shamrock Man comes in and says, we got Richard Roxburgh went full speed ahead into this role like a stake driven through a vampire's heart. His ability to show evil to his enemies while being a leader to his henchmen really works. Plus, it also helped him bag one of the vampire brides as an actual bride in real life.
Oh, wow.
Bro married one of the vampires?
Lucky.
I want to know which one now.
Oh, man.
Wait, you could do that?
Perfect.
Somewhere there's nut sacks hanging from a ceiling.
I love it.
God.
Waiting for an electrical charge.
That's actually how babies are made?
It is. Yeah. You didn't know?
My wife sure grabs jumper cables off, and I don't know what's going on.
Ruben Tiemens comes in and says, Richard Roxburgh, it has to be Dracula. I've seen more convincing acting from stale potato chips, but Roxburgh was absolute maximum intensity from beginning to end. He's going so hard that it was like he could have snapped his own neck at any moment. So he just pulls out in the lead 3-2 there over Frankenstein. As we head over to Brian.
I disagree about Richard Roxburgh.
I'm wondering what I missed.
I did not think he was all that intense. He was not intimidating at all to me. He wasn't right for the role. I loved him as the Duke in Moulin Rouge, but did not love him here. Yeah. This isn't about who he didn't like, though. So
that's coming up.
More on that in a minute.
Yeah, but in terms of intensity, I'm going to go with Velkin, the brother. Him turning in and out of the werewolf, I thought was the most believable transformation out of everybody. I thought he did a pretty good job.
That's pretty good.
That is such a great poll. Not to telegraph what I'm doing, but great pick there, man. All right. Jace comes in and says, Richard Roxburgh is Dracula. Richard Roxburgh was going hard from the word go. Might be putting.
He was going hard, like putting his 2000s ladies hairdo back behind his ear.
Yeah.
That's the wig they gave him. God,
I know,
that
right?
poor guy,
dude. I'm also going with the brother. Literally, I put that down in my notes when he turned and said "run" to her before he crawled up the wall. I was like, that was
pretty good.
Probably the most legit acting we've seen in this entire movie.
Yeah.
Okay, I can't give it to Hugh. I'm sorry. I love Hugh Jackman. I don't know what he was doing for most of this movie.
He also wasn't given a lot, so
Right.
it's really not his fault.
It's not his fault.
So, like you said, he did the best he can with what he had.
worked with what he had.
But
Yeah.
the character was written wrong for him to
100%.
play.
Right.
And then coming in finally here, John Cummings says, Hugh Jackman, very intense the entire movie. His screams as he transforms into the werewolf are very unnerving. That was good. And guys, we had 3 people get 2 votes each. It was 2, 2, and 2, but then Dracula got 4, which means that Richard Roxburgh is going to win the Will Patton Award for intensity.
Dude, if someone can make that many babies in one movie,
I guess.
kinda like give it up.
Yeah, give it to him. Yeah.
It's actually the most sexual movie we've ever covered, I just realized. Really
basket
saying
case.
something. I know. It's true.
Samurai Cop.
So did he win? Oh, out of everybody that submitted for this, did Roxburgh win?
65% of patrons voted for Richard Roxburgh.
Wow.
20% for Schuler.
Yeah.
And then there's like only 3 other names that came up.
Dang. So almost
David Wenham was 5%.
Carl got a vote in there.
Yep. Richard Roxburgh, for some reason, never mind. So he got even more, 70%.
Got even more.
Probably,
It
or
was a
something.
spelling thing or something. Yeah.
And then
Interesting.
Hugh Jackman was another call-out one.
Wow. All right. So the patrons overwhelmingly supported Dracula in this. I appreciate that, guys. Thanks for voting. The time now has come, though, for us to give an award for the actor we thought gave the worst performance in the movie. That's why we give them the Steven Seagal Trash Can Full of Dirt Award.
Trash can, oh trash can, it's a trash can full of dirt, yeah.
Love never dies, and neither do they.
Dracula never dies.
Eternal.
That's true.
And that's a long time.
That's right. He's
been alive for a long time.
I've known you 400 years, Gabriel. And that's a long time.
It's a long time. Come to my dojo. Remember back in the day we started this dojo together. Actually, it was just all me. But
I would not blink an eye if Seagal was like, I used to hunt vampires. No, he would.
no, it's on brand for him.
It's 100%
He's
on
like, I
brand.
actually invited the vampire.
Shad Radical is back up again, and he says the blonde bride of Dracula, Josie Moran, I think. Maybe it was the second and a white. Maybe it was the 2.5 White Claws I had during my viewing, but that's not enough White Claws to get
That
through
is
this movie.
definitely not
Shad.
enough White Claws.
But nobody had Seagal level of bad, so I went with the most trash can-ish. Even if they didn't go full trash can, never go full trash can. And so we're going with Josie. I'll just say that's who that was. Gets a vote.
Sure.
Mueller.
Man, I'm going with Count Chocula.
Count Chocula.
This dude, he's not even qualified to teach the kids to count on Sesame Street. He was that bad. Like Brian said, not a believable villain.
Okay.
Wasn't intimidating. I expected Dracula to be more intimidating. The people could have pitchforked this dude and, it wouldn't have mattered.
Andrew Davidson. Josie Moran, I don't know if it was necessarily their fault, but the first bride to be killed didn't really feel all that like, wow. It's simply a few cuts of Van Helsing getting tossed, then he kills her. I feel like he could have thrown a bag of dirt at him. He would have shot it and would have felt the same. That's a second vote for Josie. Man, oh man, oh man. Mattila.
I'm going with Elena Anya.
Who is that?
She was the bride that lasted the longest.
Oh, the last one.
The last one.
The redhead.
Mm-hmm.
Character name is Alira.
Alira.
Yes.
Okay.
The first one is Marishka.
None of them were good.
Right.
Okay.
They were there because they were pretty.
All right.
Yeah.
Dan Buckley says Will Kemp, the brother, was a nothing character. All of his screen time, he just yelled the same lines over and over, then gets manhandled by everything else. So the brother, Velkin, takes an L.
Shots fired.
And then Matthew Mason comes in and says, Hugh Jackman. It hurts to say being a big fan, but I feel he really phoned it in for this movie. The most jarring in his half-ass attempt at some of accent. He can't keep it consistent for more than 2 lines. Hugh Jackman gets a stray.
Catching one.
And so right now, before we head over to the last 4 votes, 1 person with 2 votes and 4 other people. So it's spread to 5 people right now. Brian?
Just I feel bad for Hugh because I don't feel like it's his fault.
Yeah.
And I think that Dracula is awful. His brides are probably even worse. All 3 of them were very bad. It's hard to pick between the first and the third one. When the first one first shows up, she yells something. And it's like so jarring because it's not in character. It's just like she yelled a line. It was really weird. But because of the amount of screen time she had, I feel like that I have to give this to Kate Beckinsale because she really shows no level of emotion throughout the whole movie. Her brother dies and she whispers something and carries on about her day. She was one note the whole movie, I think, kind of just brought everything down.
I agree. And we've got Devin comes in and says Kate Beckinsale. I can't deny that she's a pretty face, but the way she acts isn't anything stellar. She's boring, and you don't really believe her you only really believe her half, if not the whole time she's on screen. It's like putting makeup and a brassiere on a trash can and telling it has an accident. It basically is what you get. All right, Devin, we got your vote in for Kate Beckinsale, and look at this. She had no votes a while ago, and I'm giving vote number 3 to Kate Beckinsale, who not only undersells some very important moments in this, but also sometimes has an accent, sometimes doesn't have an accent.
Yep.
Sometimes she feels like talking like she's from Romania. Sometimes it's just Kate Beckinsale. She did not seem like she wanted to be there.
Not great.
Not super thrilled with the choice maybe, and just kind of tried to get through it, but not her best day at the office for me personally, and jumps out into a lead, come from behind. But let's see what the last vote is for. Josh Bowman says Will Kemp. I don't know whether half the time he wanted to protect his sister or have sex with her. Falcon gets another one. Dude was just all over the place, and I was so glad when he finally bit it. But in his defense, who would want to get with Kate Beckinsale in this movie? Well, hold on. I'm not saying I wouldn't want to spend some time with Kate Beckinsale in this movie. Okay? Let's be clear. But that means Kate Beckinsale is going to win.
She got it with 3?
She got 3.
there.
Wow.
Your award's in the mail.
The award's in the mail, but this also opens the door for us because, we've spent a lot of time just trash canning people on this show, and it opens up the door now for a new segment we like to call
We Can Do It Better.
We Can Do It Better. So whoever you trash can, you're going to have your opportunity right now to camera to give a better performance because you said they're terrible. So you can do it better, right? Mueller, we're going to start with you and your pick of Dracula. And this is your camera right
That's
here.
my camera
and so
right
what
there.
you're going to do is you're going to pick a moment from the movie, whether it's a line of dialogue or a reaction or anything. And I want you to show everybody that not only did you pick Dracula, but
We can do it better.
Where'd you get that soundbite?
I literally had somebody make it.
Yeah.
Did you? Nice.
It's good.
Is this the first time you're doing this?
We've never done this before. I wanted to spring it on
He's
you.
just trying to buy time.
Now it sucks that I sat in this chair.
So you're on set at Van Helsing. Here's your camera right here.
Here's my camera right there.
All right. Do you need a line of dialogue?
Give me, I need a line of
I'll give you a
dialogue.
line of
Give me a
dialogue
line
from
of dialogue.
Dracula.
That's what I'm looking up right now.
Yeah.
Quotes from
Okay.
Van Helsing.
Here we go. Here's the very easy line. It's "Give me life." Life is in all caps, so he really punches
really
the life.
Get into it.
Yes. You ready? Right here.
Ready,
like
right
you're
there.
actually Dracula. Think about what it would be
I got to
like
get in the
to
headspace
be
of Dracula.
Here we go.
I'm dead.
Yes. That's right.
Dead, but. All right, here we go. Give me life!
Incredible.
was
Incredible.
There we go.
Was it better? We'll let the people decide.
Yeah, you can decide. That might follow the acronym for my new act here. We'll see.
I'm never picking a chick again.
Mattila, you trash canned Elena, I think is what her name was. So let's see if let's see if Mattila can.
We can do it better.
Right here, here's your camera. Put yourself in that nippleless headspace that she's in the entire movie.
No nips.
Okay,
All right.
like you're actually a flying hot
Get
vampire.
the
chick.
pasties over the nips. Here we go.
What moment are you going with?
It's when she's talking to Anna and she says, all right.
Okay, here we go. You got this.
Anna, my love, it is your blood that will keep me beautiful. What do you think of that?
Incredible.
Thank you. Thank you.
Nailed it.
Thank you.
Nailed it. We should be. I mean, we talk so much crap. We should be able to do it better,
We should be
right?
able to.
If they're so bad.
Yeah.
Brian, you trash canned Kate Beckinsale.
I did.
Okay, and so I'm really excited to see if.
We can do it better.
That sounds so good.
Okay, so there's you got your camera.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Whenever you're ready.
This is the moment after Van Helsing first fails to kill Dracula.
Oh yeah. Okay.
A silver stake? A crucifix? What do you think we ever tried that before? We've shot him, stabbed him, clubbed him, sprayed him with holy water, staked him through the heart, and still he lives. Do you understand? No one knows how to kill Dracula.
Incredible. Well done.
What about you, James? You do it better?
We'll find out if
We can do it better.
obviously.
Were you planning on doing that if I didn't call you out?
No, I was going to do it. I got it written down right here.
It's got it written
I'm
down.
part of this table. And if I trash can somebody, I got to prove that I can do it better
He's been standing in the mirror
Okay.
all day practicing.
all day. No, I didn't because I didn't know I was going to pick her till I got here. But what I am going to go with is that moment that we called out. Her brother has just been flung over a cliff.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you going to improvise or take her lines?
No, I'm just going to use her line.
Okay.
But actually react like my brother has been murdered.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's hear it.
Okay. We're ready. All right. I'm a hot chick from Romania.
I have nipples because I'm not a vampire.
Not a vampire. My brother is here. He's just
just
been flung over. I'm going to watch him. That's it.
That's pretty good.
Kate, that was pretty good. I think what you could do, though, let's add a few more lines.
Oh, can we? Could we?
Yeah, that would be great. And just take it, riff on it a little bit. Let's see what you got.
Just do my own thing?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Just see what comes to you.
Sure.
Let it out.
Falcon! My baby brother. No. Our child. I mean, God help us.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty
Can
good.
you throw in a memory from childhood with Falcon? Really make us feel, tug on the heartstrings so we know your relationship with him.
Obviously. Falcon! No! I'll never forget the time that you pushed me into that wall from the swing set that we had in the 1700s. And you told Mom it was the dog. I'll miss you. God help us.
It's good. It's good.
I think that was one we'll keep.
Keeping that. Clip
Thank
that.
God. I don't know if I had another one.
That's going to go on the Discord as an audio soundbite.
Thank God. I think it's clear.
We can do it better.
All right. So going forward, when we trash can somebody, we have to prove we can do it better.
All right.
Don't
that in
tell
mind.
anybody because we have a couple
I'm not
weeks
telling
here where
anybody.
no one will
That's what
know.
I'm saying. At least 2 weeks worth of people.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Yeah.
Perfect.
35% of the patrons said Kate Beckinsale.
Oh, great.
Yeah. And then there was 11 picks. So
Okay.
this was like Van Helsing came in and hit 11 trees. Okay.
Yeah.
I won't read them all off, but Van Helsing was one of them. The brother was one of the ones that were more popular. And then Josie. Those were the popular ones.
All right.
Well, there you go. And it's time now for us to give out an award that celebrates people that didn't have a lot of screen time in this movie. It's the Bixby Snyder One Scene Wonder Award.
Oh no! It's boiling acid! I'd buy that for $1.
There is some kind of bug that we haven't seen yet.
Okay, USA. Paper. There's never seen paper.
Frankly, I find the idea of a bug that thinks offensive.
Prepare to die, powers.
So he hid it. In one place he knew he could hide something, his ass.
All right. Harrison kicks us off here and says, fainting old woman in opening scene. I couldn't find the actress's name, but for some reason they decided to show her close up, being the only person to faint, and she just completely trusted the other extras to catch her. Full send, just fall backwards into darkness. Old fainting woman gets a vote, and we head over to
fainting woman.
Mueller.
Well, James, as you know, there's really not a lot to pick from in this movie.
Oh my gosh.
But since I've got a
Get on with it. Yes, get on with it.
since I got to plant my flag anyway, I'm going with the opening fights, and I guess the kind of opening fight scene with Van Helsing, and going with Dr. Jekyll or Mr. Hyde,
there
or
you go.
whichever one he was in.
That guy.
That guy.
All right. Hagrid gets a vote.
Hagrid.
The voice actor, right? Well,
I don't know if he
it
did
was
the
a
motion.
separate
I don't know if he did the motion capture.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Josh Whitehouse comes in and says, Alan Armstrong, a big fan of his since Sleepy Hollow, always has a small role, but he brings it every time. I have no idea who that
have
is
no idea.
or who he's talking about.
Put Alan on there. Put old Al on there.
We'll put it on there. As we head over to Ryan Mattila, who you got?
So I picked Alan Armstrong, by the way, is the Pope priest guy, the cardinal.
Oh, the Cardinal. Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
I picked Samuel West as Dr. Frankenstein.
Oh, Dr. Frankenstein.
Yes.
Yeah, the guy
It's a good one, too.
in his suit at the beginning.
Yeah. I know
of the
he was
movie.
all dressed up, whatever, but I liked it.
No, that's cool. Shamrock says Robbie Coltrane. While Mr. Hyde's CGI was looking at a massacre of poultry, Mr. Coltrane's acting was profound enough to make the first major fight scene set the tone for the rest of the film. Plus, he had the natural accent amongst the cast with terrible accents. Too bad. So sad. So it's another vote for Jekyll. Or Hyde, rather. Sorry.
Hyde.
Yeah, sure. And then Shad Radical says, opening scene, top hat guy. This guy brought it and drew my eyes to him. Dude was amazing at pointing things out. All right.
Okay.
And now we got Brian on the hook.
Wouldn't that be Top Hat, though?
I think so. He was in 3 scenes, but
Still count it. Okay, that's cool.
I'm going Hyde too. I was excited about this movie still through that scene. I thought he did a great job.
It hadn't been ruined yet.
Yeah.
No, I hear you, brother.
Spirits were high.
Exactly. I was hopeful. I was optimistic.
Ruben Tiemann says, Mr. Hyde, despite Hyde being a CGI character, Robbie Coltrane made the most of it and then some, bringing gravitas and presence to a villain who only had a few minutes of screen time, making for an opening sequence that's still memorable after 20 years. It's a 4th vote for Mr. Hyde, and I can see where this is going. I actually was going to go with, I didn't know what his name was. I was going to say Priest in the Confessional.
Yeah.
I thought he was funny, but that's Alan Armstrong, right? So we'll give him a 2nd vote. And then Jace brings us home and says, Mr. Hyde's voice, Robbie Coltrane, I hope this counts. Of course it counts. He was only in one scene. That makes it an even 5 and a clean and easy win for Robbie Coltrane as Mr. Hyde. That was a pretty open and shut case on the Bixby Snyder on that.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
That'd be the fastest we've ever gotten through that before.
All right, now we have to act that out.
No, we didn't. Perfect. No more acting challenges today, gentlemen. But what it is time to do is land the plane. So we have our 4-tier system. It's either a bad movie, full stop, which means we think it's bad objectively and subjectively. It's a bad movie that rules, meaning, yeah, it might be bad objectively, but we enjoyed it. You have a good movie straight up, which means good across the board, or yeah, it was a well-made film, but I didn't enjoy it. That's a good movie. That sucks. And we're going to start with the patrons, as we always do. And Andrew Davidson says, this is one of the last movies I saw with my grandpa while in middle school before moving to St. Louis with my dad. So maybe that could have influenced my rating a bit, but the acting is not bad at all. The CG is cartoony, but better than a lot of stuff nowadays. The action is good with the exception of the first bride's death. This is by no means a groundbreaking movie, but it is a good time with great acting. Also, this last time I watched it, I couldn't help but feel like I was watching a Bond movie. It has there's a reason, I think, Andrew. It has all of the things a Bond movie does except hooking up with random women. But I feel like the party covers that a bit. Think about it. Most Bond movies start with him wrapping up a mission, Hyde, completing it, not just in a way M6 is happy with. Then he gets new devices from Q, one that is a plot armor, the Sun Flashbang. We blow up the lab multiple times. The bad guy has a friendly interaction with the hero and the Bond girl. Like it's all there. So my final rating has to be good movie, full stop. Now, that's, first of all, we all said the Q thing, but the way he lays it out like that is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
It is basically a paint by numbers Bond movie.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much.
Wow.
Yeah.
Great job there, Andrew. Mueller.
Yeah, I'm going to throw some things out here that are the same. See if you can guess the theme. Watching Alien Uprising 2012. Watching Slapstick of Another Kind. Getting dick punched by Chuck Norris.
Things that suck?
I'll accept that, yes. Things I would rather do than watch this movie again. My God, was this thing boring, terrible, bad acting, bad accents, bad monsters. I couldn't wait for this to be done. Like I said, my wife made it through a third of the movie. Bad movie, full stop.
Okay. Hey, plant your flag, man. That's all we ask for people to do.
Yes, and I had to cut that off. I didn't want to get buttoned again. No.
Dan Buckley says, this is my first summation to BMR. Thanks for all the entertainment. Dan, thank you,
Thanks,
man.
Dan.
Thanks, Dan.
You guys are a riot. I've watched this movie since it came out. It's one of my favorites to put on just because. I always quote, Igor, do this, Igor, do that, when my girlfriend wants me to do something. I mean, how can you hate Wolverine with vampires and Kate Beckinsale? Hottie Award. Good movie, full stop. Also has the best werewolves in cinema.
It does.
Guys, I'm starting to feel this is another one of those episodes where we are just totally on a different page with our patrons. And this happens every once in a while.
Can I point something out about Dan?
Yeah, of course.
Because he quotes it when my girlfriend wants me to do something for them.
Yeah.
That's multiple girlfriends.
He's got more than one.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Is this Dracula writing in
It might be.
Bro.
pretending to be Dan Buckley?
It is.
How many brides you got? How many brides you got, bro?
Send a picture with you in front of a mirror.
So we know. All right? And if you don't do it, I'm going to assume you're a vampire. Mattila.
So I saw this 2004 when it first came out in theaters. Thought it was like one of the coolest movies I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I was 13 years old. Started watching it again with Lauren. She fell asleep because she falls asleep to every movie we ever watch.
That's on brand.
she was very confused because she saw 10 minutes of it. I was sitting there after Jekyll and Hyde scene, and I was like, how is this movie on the show? It's so good.
Yep.
Got to the end of the movie the next day. This is a good freaking movie.
Oh.
Full stop.
Wrong!
It's incredible.
Why?
Love it. The score is amazing. All the gadgets he has are amazing. The werewolf transformation and werewolf in general is like literally, this guy's right. Dan's right. It's the best werewolves. This is what we want from werewolves in movies, and they don't give it to us. They give us shitty CGI stuff that sucks.
You haven't seen Teen Wolf.
I have seen half of it.
Oh, you did?
Oh, you started watching it?
Yeah.
What'd you think?
It's dumb. It's fun.
That's part of why it's great.
fun. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it's
a werewolf basketball movie.
Yeah,
Of course it's
I didn't know
dumb.
what to think, but it's fun. But it's very stupid. But
Yes.
it's fun.
Okay.
I like it so far. I gotta finish it.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is a good movie, dude.
All right.
I love this movie.
Still like it. So
Still
your
love
opinion
it.
hasn't changed. I love it, man. Matt Mason says, I love this movie growing up, but after watching it again, I still love this movie. Oh, see, you took the
Yeah.
same thing as you. Is the script great? No. Is the acting top notch? Of course not. But this movie is incredibly fun to watch. Hell yeah. The monster design is probably the best part of the movie, start to finish. Hyde, Frankenstein, werewolves, even Igor, easily top 3 for each respective creature. It pains me to say this, but this is a bad movie. Well, he kind of had to say that after saying the script and the acting was bad.
Right.
But it still totally rules. Bad movie that rules. Our first BMR rating so far here from Matt Mason. And then John Cummings comes in and says, this movie has some good things going for it. Hugh Jackman, Kate Beckinsale's outfit, some during the party scene.
Yeah.
Some awesome music during the traveling scenes that don't quite seem to fit with the rest of the score and tone, but it has a lot against it. Some very wonky CGI, too long. You think it'll be over halfway through and a forgettable villain. I probably won't watch this again. Bad movie from John.
My man.
All over the place here. I don't even know what to think. Brian.
I agree with a lot of what John just said, so I don't have to repeat all of it. I think it's a bad movie, subjectively. Yeah. Because the writing is not right. It doesn't do justice to the characters or even give the actors something to do in a lot of cases. The CGI is pretty bad at moments. And it was sluggish. I was bored. I wanted to like the movie the first 10 minutes. After Hyde, I was in. I was like, this is going to be fun.
Fight. Yeah, I was ready to say this first fight continues like this. This is a good movie. Why is it here?
And no joke, I would pause in the middle, be like, holy crap, there is so much movie left. It wasn't a great movie. I was close to liking it, but then all that problem of feeling like you're stuck in purgatory halfway through, like when the hell is this going to end?
Someone sprinkle some holy water on me, please.
It just took a little bit too long. For me, I didn't have as much fun as a lot of the other people are saying that they had. I would just say bad movie, full stop.
Wow.
It was close though.
Yeah, no, I'm saying it's close
wild.
here too.
Which is why I said I wish I would have watched it when it first came out. I probably would have had some sort of nostalgia for it and liked it a little bit more.
Yeah, you
tie
had
back.
those feelings tied it back to. Yeah, no, that's a great point. Devin comes in and says, ever since I've seen this as a kid, I've always loved it. I've always known Hugh Jackman to be Wolverine, and once I saw he was Van Helsing in this, I was excited to see him take on monsters with gadgets and smart thinking. Except it's not what he did.
No.
Sorry, I'm not. This is your review. It's an all-around good time and an interesting spin on all these iconic characters and monsters to play to all play their part in the story. So I would say it's a good movie. Another vote, good movie from Devin. And then Josh Bowman comes in and says, while reflecting on this movie, I really tried to think about it objectively. Honestly, I still think it's good. Is it great? No. But the effects are decent. The acting ranges from good to so bad it's good. And I always enjoyed how they tied so many monsters together. I've seen this movie at least 25 times in my life and rewatch it once every Halloween.
It just felt like that after one watch.
Plus, as a young teen, there were plenty of fun women to look at in this one. Good movie all the way. Guys, I hate to be that guy, but I am going to split some hairs here because I have complicated feelings about this film. I'll try and do it quick so that I don't have to get on with it myself here. I think a lot of you are blinded by nostalgia. I really do, because I think if you take an objective look at this movie, Van Helsing doesn't do anything good or well or smartly, or it's often by happenstance and luck in the right person getting launched from another place to randomly land on a bad guy that's trying to kill somebody else somewhere else, and he can't hit a damn broadside of a barn with whatever weapon he's got. And I love Hugh Jackman. I went to the theater to see this because I was like a mark for Wolverine and the X-Men. I was like, this is great. Hugh Jackman's becoming a movie star. Let's go see another Hugh Jackman flick. I like it better this time. I don't know why. I think maybe my love for Hugh Jackman is so powerful that I'm just like, I want it to be good so bad. Man, and I'm with Brian. Up to a certain point, it was really good. I think there are moments that this movie sings, but in a 2 hour and 10 minute runtime, it's drowned out by the rest of it that just doesn't. So I also was really close to going bad movie that rules, because there are moments I really like, but he just isn't Van Helsing. He's a werewolf at the end that kills. That killed it for me. Yeah, no pun intended. And if that final fight would have been a little different and gone more with like Van Helsing defeating him, maybe it puts me over the edge the other direction. But I'm going bad movie, guys. I'm sorry. Which left this thing really close. So the final tally, and I'm sure you'll tell us what the total patron. Oh, that's fine. You don't have to, because here's what we've got at the table here, just with our 10 votes: 5 for good movie, 4 for a bad movie, and 1 BMR.
Wow.
The real tight and close race. But more people than said good movie than anything else.
I thought for sure you had the stats on this.
Yeah.
You went with good movie with the majority to try to up your rating.
That was the one thing I didn't
on the Ryan scale.
Yeah, no, I forgot to tally that one.
I love it. Well, guys, Van Helsing, and you know what I think, just last thing to the runtime, because I was the same thing. Pause. What? Yeah. What? Yeah. There's 10 minutes of credits. So I remember one point pausing it going, when there was only really 5 minutes left, going, how is there 15 minutes left in this? And then 5 minutes later, the credits start, and I pause it. It's 2:01.
Yep.
And I'm like, there's 10 minutes.
I was like, oh, damn, this is over now.
So it kept making me feel like it was more to come than there actually was. Mm-hmm. And so that made it worse.
So it's still 2 hours. So still cut half an hour out of this.
Do you know what I mean?
You know,
I get it. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's just rough. But anyway, guys, we can move on.
It is funny, though. I asked like 3 of my friends that are around my age.
Yeah.
And they all said they liked the CGI in it. They thought it stands. They love this movie. It's crazy, just the difference between different people.
Good for you.
Some of the Wolverine, some of the werewolf stuff is still pretty solid.
Cool.
Oh, it's great.
The werewolf stuff is probably the best part of this movie.
The vampire stuff is awful. When the one bride lands on the porch railing and it's like on a green screen CGI.
Yeah.
It's like not good.
Right.
Gosh, it's rough, dude. Well, guys, we get to move on. We got 2 more weeks left in our spooky October run here. And so,
Undertaker.
Next week, we're tackling the classic Friday the 13th series with Friday the 13th Part 2.
Oh,
that's right. The second one.
Jason shows up.
It's the first one. We didn't do the first one because it doesn't qualify.
We did that on Horror Reel.
Did you? Perfect. Go listen to the first one on Horror Reel.
Find it there.
Yeah.
On Patreon.
Get a job.
But
and then listen to us.
The second one is the first one that Jason is in. So we're starting. The only other Jason movie we ever did was Jay Sonks.
Yep.
The 10th one. We're going backwards, I guess. We started at the end. Now we're here. But join us next week for that. It's going to be exciting. I think Bob's coming in for Friday the 13th part 2. So you can have that to look forward to, guys. I appreciate y'all coming in here and slogging your way through Van Helsing, or in your case, reliving the glorious memory of Van Helsing.
Glory days of Van Helsing.
Loved every minute.
I love it,
Even
man.
though I had to
I love
with you guys.
that you love it. Okay?
I don't think so.
I do. And with that, we'll catch you guys on the next one.
I think we can all agree, though, that Teen Wolf probably was the best representation of werewolves in a movie.
I think it absolutely is.
Pass.
Yeah.
Conclusion that we came to.
You just didn't get to the part where he surfs on the van yet.
I did.
Oh, then how could you not think that's great?
That was so dumb. I was like, Buddy is gonna get like launched. I was waiting for him to be
It's a
killed.
tree branch.
Yes. Or he goes out like through like a drive-through and just
Or he just has to stop too suddenly. And
Superman into a truck.
I feel like like at this point we have to do Teen Wolf on here. We've talked about it so much.
Have to now.
Of course. We'd have to have both of you on it. If
Teen Wolf 2, I have to be there too.
it wouldn't make sense now if we didn't. Now we got to scratch that itch. We got to close that loop.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
right.
all about closing loops.
Close them.